Good morning, everybody. Hello, welcome to Jewellery Maker. Oh, so nice to see you today. How are we all doing? It is New Year's Eve, officially, and we've got loads coming up for you today. My name's Becky, by the way. It's lovely to have you on board with us this morning. I hope we're all getting geared up and ready for the New Year's Eve. We've got the awards tomorrow, do not forget. And I tell you what, this morning, obviously, it's a long drive into work for me in the morning. This morning, sort of alarm went off at, I think it went off a little bit late today. I put it at sort of 3:15 this morning. So getting up 3:15 this morning, I had a little bit of a lie-in. 3:15 this morning, I tell you what, I did not expect to see such astonishing makes. Truly, I'm absolutely blown away by them. I really am. I am joined today, absolutely privileged, because we don't get to see it that often on the morning show, it feels like. I am joined today by the wonderful, ridiculously talented, so talented it kind of gives you toothache, Karon Crawford. Good morning.
Sorry about the toothache.
Honestly, these pieces are phenomenal.
Oh, bless you, thank you.
I just adore them. How was your Christmas first off?
That was good, yeah, nice and quiet, just how I like it.
Good. We were just saying you got lots of box sets, didn't you?
I did.
For Christmas.
Yeah, I'm going to be well and truly busy watching all of those while I'm doing my jewellery.
Fantastic. Well, I tell you what, if it inspires you anything like these, honestly, you're going to fall in love with them. You've got two very different kits today. How are they to work with?
No, they were brilliant to work with. I mean, you know, we've got... They're lovely shapes anyway to work with, and very easy. So the ideas were sort of already forming. So, and helped by the fact that I was watching my box set. So
you've been inspired by some kind of mystery ancient box sets, haven't you?
Yeah, the silver one, I was watching Merlin, so that's where the ideas came from for that one.
Merlin.
And the other one was Game of Thrones.
Merlin and Game of Thrones inspiration today, ladies and gentlemen. And truly, look at how astonishing they are. Oh, wow. So do you always get your inspiration from DVDs and box sets?
Anywhere, really. I mean, everything is an inspiration. You just got to sort of look at everything with a designer's eye, if you like, and, and find inspiration where you can. So, you know, if I'm going out walking, I'm taking the camera with me, and you know, which we do a lot. If we go out for a walk, the camera comes with us. We take pictures, and or I go on the internet and I look at images, not just of jewellery, of anything that I find sort of aesthetically pleasing, and try and get it into my jewellery in some way.
I adore that. I just like the excuse of, I'm sorry, I've got to be locked away for 4 hours to watch this omnibus. It's inspiration. Inspiration. Maybe I could get away with that with Corrie. Maybe? Mary, Corrie, EastEnders, Emmerdale, maybe? I am joined by Karon all day, so do feel free to get your messages in. Like I say, we don't get to see you that much on the morning show. 60777, start your text to the JM Studio, and let us know what you're up to today as well. We'd love to hear from you, we really would. I've got to say, you know, Karon has been stood there kind of getting prepped for her first make, but you've also spent quite a lot of time over here going, oh, what's this, and this, and this. I'm going to start off, if I may, by showing you one of my favourite gemstones of all time. It's opal. Now, actually, do you know what? I've got 3 of my favourite gemstones in today. Very lucky indeed. This opal, you instantly said, "Oh, I've never seen this properly in the flesh, and I think I'm going to get one now."
Yeah.
What do you love so much about this astonishing beauty?
Well, the colour alone is absolutely gorgeous. It really is. But above and beyond that is the lustre that you get from it, because it does look like pools of water. It really does.
It really does.
It really is. I think ethereal would be the word I would use.
That's the perfect word for it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a very, very rare opportunity for you here. This is your Marley opal, and I don't think we've ever, that I can think of off the top of my head, had one like this ever before. How much Marley opal do you have in your collection? I bet you have quite a lot of Australian, and I imagine you have quite a bit of Ethiopian. This is a whole different kettle of fish, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be telling you more about this astonishing treat as a star by later on in the show. Speaking of astonishing, I've got something which really brings scarcity to a whole new level. It's always been a very rare rare gemstone, always, because of the mining period of this, but 2015 has been the worst year for this gemstone, and that means that we're going to have a backlash of that. We truly are the worst year ever, record breaking in a very negative way of yields of this gemstone. I've got to say we're extremely lucky to have this on today, in particular with that phenomenal look. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your genuine Russian chrome diopside. This is coming up for you very shortly indeed. This will be up with you in a couple of hours. And honestly, do you know what? Presenter's pick, I've chosen this one essentially because I'm just blown away that we managed to have this. And I realise now, knowing what I do, and I'll fill you in on it more later, but knowing what I do now, I understand that every time I see Russian chrome dioxide, it genuinely could be the last time. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But I'll tell you more about that very, very shortly. So I've got all of that coming up, including some patterned wire, which I've only managed to bring to you ever once before, so I'm excited to bring this. Genuine, real deal, silver plated, and it is your patterned wire. It almost looks like chain, doesn't it? That's coming up for you shortly. But speaking of silver, I'm going to bring you some real deal sterling silver now in a brand spanking new form. We've never ever seen this before. This is brand new to us here at JewelleryMaker, and use that to prop up. It is your sterling silver 5-loop connector. Take a little look at this for me and just let your imagination go wild. What are you going to be doing with this? That is just stunning. Now, the weight on this, instantly, I just need to point out, when we talk about weight, we talk about weight a lot here actually on JewelleryMaker, don't we? We might sort of mention it and talk about it, not like, oh, you look like you've lost some, not like that. But we talk about weight, we constantly refer to carat weights, we constantly refer to, you know, weights of metal, and we're talking about the weight of this silver here. The reason we talk about weight so much is its inherent value. In particular on the likes of your sterling silver, this has to be the weightiest and therefore inherent value-wise the most exceptional of all of the class we've ever had, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is pure sterling silver and it's 6 grams worth. Now that is absolutely astonishing to find in a connector in a class like this. It truly is a mammoth amount there. If I just show you around it, if I may, you've got those 5 loops at either side, as you can see here. Now, they are perfect for the likes of a really nice, chunky but movable cuff if you wanted to. Or, of course, you could have a 5-link necklace if you wish. Maybe you've got plenty of pearls and you want to do a 5-strand pearl necklace. Or maybe you've got some beautiful gemstones for Christmas and you really want to highlight the quality of those by having them all in one place. Very extravagant, something perfect for a new year and a new start. This is going to be great for that. A lovely thing that I've not seen before, it might have happened here before, but I haven't seen it before that I can recall, is you've actually got the extender on this as well. Now, I've not seen an extender on a multi-loop class before. You can see here you get the hook section, take that off, and then you've got these individual loops which actually the loop fits into every single one. So that means that you've got the chance here to have a multi-length necklace or bracelet piece if you so wish. Great if you're gifting, great if you're selling on as well. Now, the lovely thing about this is because it's got that extender, and again, I've not seen it before. Obviously, we have extenders on our base metals, on our copper, but I've not seen it on sterling silver purely in a class like this before. The great thing about that is it's very versatile. It means that you can wear this at different lengths. It means that if you are gifting or selling on, it's going to fit more people. But another wonderful thing about it is that inherent value. I mean, 6 grams worth there. You're looking at around double the average weight we would have on an engagement ring of precious metals. So very, very high end indeed. We're bringing this to you to start the show as we mean to go on. I've got some stunning gemstones that demand the likes of sterling silver here today. I really do. And at the price point I'm about to bring you, you are getting serious bang for buck. £8.95 is genuinely astonishing. You've got the average gram weight of 2 engagement rings in this. I've never seen an engagement ring, just one, at £9. But actually today we've taken this down. Now this is the first time you've ever seen it, and we have just rolled this down. This is £6.95, ladies and gentlemen. Now Karon, as soon as I brought in that £9 price point, you looked across at me. but what do you think of this at £6.95?
I'm astonished. That is absolutely brilliant, isn't it? And you're right, I haven't seen one with an extender on either.
No.
That is just such good value for money.
It really is, isn't it?
With the price of pearls, how well priced they've been lately as well. You can afford to do yourself a multi-strand pearl necklace or bracelet or whatever. I mean, wonderful.
I think when you're mentioning pearls, I think if you think about it in the sense of how much it would cost you to make something like that, at the price of these and the average price of our pearls, you could easily here at JewelleryMaker, even with a very high-end pearls, be making yourself a 5-strand pearl necklace for under £100.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is astonishing.
Yeah, it really is.
You wouldn't even be able to get a 5-strand glass for that price, would you? Unlikely.
Yeah, I keep saying this all the time. Try to buy in glass for that price, you know, it's mad.
It is, it's absolutely loop-de-loop. I've got loads of you in with me today. Welcome to Tyne and Wear. Hello to Oxfordshire. Good morning to Kent. Hello, Greater London. Gorgeous Merseyside. Nice to have you with us. Hey, Cheshire. How are you doing? It's cold out in Cheshire. Wrap up. Surrey's in with us. Londonderry as well. Welcome to all of you. There's only a sort of 1 or 2 of you who are singular buying, everyone else getting their hands on 2 and 3. And I would encourage you to do that if you so wish, because we have just taken this price down. And please remember for me that all the prices will go back up at this time tomorrow, well, just before this time tomorrow. So please do remember that if you don't check out in time for 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, then you will be paying that £9 price point. But you know what, I have to say, even at £9 you are getting yourself a deal. So hey, good morning, Victoria. That would make lovely hand ring connector bracelets. Morning, ladies. Oh yeah.
Yeah, very good idea.
That would be a fab idea.
Yeah, it really is actually, yeah.
I really like that idea. You could have so many rings from this, couldn't you? You really could. Oh, I like that idea.
Very nice.
I think that's a great idea. Thank you, Victoria. Do you feel, is that Mrs. Christmas? Can we still call Mrs. Christmas Mrs. Christmas? Of course we can. We can call her all year round. Thank you, Mrs. Christmas. Now, do feel free to keep your texts coming in for us today. And one thing I will mention too is I've actually got some bracelet in sterling silver coming up for you as well. I've actually got one on now. We're going to do that within the next hour. Within the next hour, we'll be doing this for you. I've just adorned myself in one of them. But you do actually get a couple of these in the collection. I love the idea of this with just one of these chrome diopsides.
Yeah. That's just perfect, yeah.
Isn't it? That's going to look astonishing. I just need to let you know that if you want to get your hands on that clasp, you want to get on those phone lines quickly. If you've never bought with us before, maybe you're just channel hopping because you've been kept awake by the storms, or maybe you're just thinking, oh no, I forgot to buy the pigs in blankets for my party tomorrow. Maybe you've been woken up in a fright with something like that. Just to let you know, hello, lovely to meet you. We're JewelleryMaker, and what we do is we bring you genuine gemstones, amazing findings at amazing prices, because we cut out the middleman whenever, ever possible. And just to let you know, if you do want to purchase with us for the first time, I would say the easiest way, first time definitely, is ringing 0800 644 655. You'll talk to our call centre and they'll be able to help you out. They're absolutely wonderful. Happy New Year from Mrs. Christmas. I'm getting ready for next Christmas. Not long. Thank you, Mrs. Christmas. I adore that. Hey, do you know what? There's some people will be getting ready for Christmas in the sales, I reckon.
Oh yeah, why not? I mean, you've had so many bargains. If they haven't sort of built up their stashes ready, mad.
Absolutely. Do it whilst you can. Do it whilst you can. Mrs. Christmas and everyone else, honestly, you are in for an absolute treasure trove of treats with Karon's mates today. You really are. I'm just over the moon, I really am. Okay, everybody, I'm going to bring you something else that Karon's had her eye on as well, actually. It's the rose.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Now, I just need to let everybody know, I am in my last chance saloon on this. That means I've got less than 30 of these available. If you want to get your hands on it now, genuinely could be your last opportunity. I'm trying to find the best way to show you this without getting me fingies in the way. Fingies? That's another word for fingers. Look at that amber rose. That is stunning, isn't it? Look at how that light just translates through this. Genuine, real deal amber. Oh, I've given my mum and dad their present now, I can tell you. They were over the moon. I gave it to them 2 days ago. Over the moon they were, and I bought them both amber.
Oh.
I know, it's quite a good gift, that, isn't
Lovely,
it?
isn't it? Yeah.
But if you want to get your hands on amber in this gorgeous carved shape, now is your opportunity. Perfect for the likes of your rings, perfect for that connector I've just brought you as well. What a stunning, shiny example of one of the most ancient organics of all time. This is your genuine Baltic amber that we have here, and we're bringing it to you for the last few. I've now apparently got less than 20 of these actually. Your price point today on this last few is £19.95. Genuinely astonishing. For the size you're getting here, don't forget, we haven't got a carat weight on this. Here I am chatting about weight again. We haven't got a carat weight on this because it is an organic, so we do it all on size. It's between 20 to 25 mil you'll be getting on these. Every single one of these individually carved. Of course, it is your Baltic amber. It's a very unique and individual. The process for this, I was telling my mum this the other day, because my mum was asking. My dad likes to show off, because my dad did geology when he was at school, only a few years ago, of course. So he knows all about it. My mum, oh, so how do they mine this? And my dad went, well, actually, Pam, they don't mine it. They fish it out of the sea, don't they? It's like, yeah. But they do. It's not a mined gemstone. It's not a gemstone that you get kind of in caves or that you use dynamite to get into the ground or anything else. A lot of it is actually kind of fished out of the sea, netted in the sea, because it does float on salt water. I was going to say sugar water then. Imagine that. Imagine if the sea, oh, that'd be fab. Oh yeah, I'd go swimming more often then. Morning, ladies. Me and my mum have already bought Christmas cards and wrapping paper ready for next Christmas. We'll start with presents soon. Chantel, I adore that. I love that you're already on it. You're already there, you're ready and wearing it. Bet you got them at a bargain price though, didn't you?
I wish I was that organised. I never am. Last minute rush me.
I'd lose where I'd put them as well, Scott. Producer Scott's just said I would lose them. 100%. In fact, put them somewhere safe. Oh, that's the worst, isn't it? Yeah. I've only got 7 of these left, by the way. I actually bought my mum and dad a joint present, which is a big book. It's kind of a comedy book, you know, Brits Abroad, one of those sort of funny books. And bought it then probably about 2 weeks before Christmas. I got it delivered. Got to giving out the presents on Christmas Day and it wasn't there. I thought, where on earth? I've lost it. Completely lost it.
I've done that as well, yeah. I've done that.
Yeah, maybe someone else has opened it. No, because I was there for everyone. No, completely lost it. No idea where that is. Hopefully I'll find it next Christmas. Well done to everyone who's getting these. Once everybody checks out, I will actually have around 4 of these left by the looks of things. So do get these whilst you can. It is literally the last few, and as far as I know, we haven't got the reorder in for this one, and most certainly not this year. So last time you'll be seeing this, I'm sure. £19.95. What would you be doing with it, Karon? I should ask.
For me, I think I'd be inclined to put in a necklace or a ring even. A ring would be nice. But yeah, I think as a focal in a necklace would be lovely.
It'd be stunning, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Really beautiful. And go quite nicely with silver and with gold, actually. I've got your silver bracelets coming up for you right now. Well done. Last 4 of those. They're going to go any second now. Well done for everyone on those, Amber. Isn't it lovely to have something completely different? So pretty indeed. I've got some silver bracelets for you now. Now, bracelets are one of those gifts that I always go for if I'm buying for someone else. In particular, if I'm purchasing for someone that maybe I don't see that often, or perhaps if I'm purchasing for someone where maybe don't know them that well to know the likes of their ring sizes or anything like that. Bracelets and necklaces for me are the ones I go to time and time and time again. Let me show you these bracelets. I've got 1 on, you are getting 5, but this is the look of them individually. So what we've got here, I've got the bent tweezers. Come here, you. I've got for you here, I bent those ones, you know. unsurprisingly. I've got here for you this lovely sterling silver bracelet collection. Now, we don't have pieces like this very often at all. It's gorgeous that you have this wonderful chain detail here. Actually, the interesting thing is when I was moving then, my eye was sort of kept drawing towards it. I bet yours did as well, didn't it? As I've been wearing it, because it's so high shine. But actually, when it moves along the wrist, in particular because it is the wristline, so you get to see it more, as it twists, it has that kind of Prince of Wales chain look to it. It really does. As you're kind of moving it rocks back and forward. I quite like to have my bracelets quite loose around the wrist, so they kind of rest on my hand as well. But because you get that twist, you get that kind of Prince of Wales detail, which I just absolutely love and adore. I've got here for you 5 of these in total. You've got lengthwise approximately 17 centimetres. Now 17 centimetres, you're working out just under 7 inches, but you have got the extender there, which will take you to closer to 8 inches. So a real nice variation there of just over 6 to around about an 8. So a really nice size in there. Again, great for gifting because it's going to fit everybody, isn't it? Now you're getting a big amount of these, as you can see, 5 of them in total. They do have the lobster claw clasp attached to them as well, so you don't even have to worry about fiddling with that. I like it just as it is. You've got a large enough link there to add your featherweight head pin through though and drop a special gemstone from there if you so wish. You've got that opportunity to do that. You are getting 5 of these in total. If you want them, come on in and get them. You've got one price point that should be £12.95. That already is exceptional. Exceptional. But we are rolling it down for you today. Just £9.95, and you are getting 5 of these in total. That is amazing.
That is outstanding, my word.
That's a stunning. It is sterling silver as well. It's not plated.
I'm stunned, I really am. For sterling silver, I can't believe it.
Yeah, and working out about £1.99 per one.
That's just madness.
Isn't it?
It really is.
And I know I keep, mentioning the weights of your gram weight on this, but it's 5.8 grams worth of precious metal. Over 5
just
pieces.
A few jump rings threaded onto it, or make your own little beady cuffs that you could, that make it look like that special type of charm bracelet.
I know the one you mean, yeah.
You know, and yeah, why not?
Yeah. Next year's Christmas gifts, Ollie's saying. Hey, you're sorted. Genuinely though, things like this I think are great to purchase now, because I know right here, right now, what I've got is those last minute, oh no, I've forgotten your birthday, quick, whip something up, and and things like this as well. Obviously if you are going to be posting jewellery, do be careful, but I do post jewellery on the front of cards. Sometimes obviously you get recorded delivery and everything else depending on the kind of amount of money you've put into it, but yeah, things like this just on the front of a card. You've got your gift and your card there, postage, you don't have to pay a massive amount extra for it. It's just a really cute little gift to be able to have. Half of my stock is allocated. I do need to let you know. Half of my stock is allocated on this one. Ollie's just made a really good point. Perfect for making, if you're making to sell on or making as gifts or anything else like that, a great gift for Valentine's Day, because Ollie's just said a lot of gents would not know their girlfriend's or partner's ring size at all. My mum, you can't ask now either, because that's a bit... my mum said, I asked what my sister would like, and my sister's 42, and I asked what would my sister like, you got any ideas? And my mum said, oh yeah, she liked that ring you wore last year. It was a big agate one. I said, right, I'll have a look. What size is me? And my mum said she's between an N and a P. Right? Okay, so I didn't get her one, and then my mum said, I said, Mum, you're going to have to be more specific. So she went and asked my sister. My sister was like, I think I'm a W. What? I know! My sister thinks she's a W. What? No! Before anyone asks, my sister isn't the big friendly giant. Loopy. So, we are talking about partners just then, but people sometimes don't even know their own ring size at all. So things like this genuinely are a great, great, great gift. They truly are. And like I say, I like to wear mine a little bit lower. I like to wear mine quite low down. But, if you have show you that side. You see, I've used part of the extender there, but not all of it. I could have it tighter if I wanted to, or much larger as well. I think they're just stunning.
I do too. They're lovely.
They really
a lovely
are.
gift, yeah.
What a stunning gift.
Yeah.
People are going to think you've spent a lot more than you have.
Well, exactly, because they do look pricey because they're sterling silver.
Well, yeah.
Just like you said, just one little gem or a couple of gem rings or whatever. It's not going to cost you a fortune to make a lovely, lovely present.
No.
I'd be thrilled with that.
Yeah, me too. And one thing I will say as well, because of the gram weight, you know that these are secure and sturdy. And I've got to say, it feels beautiful along the wrist. The links and the loops in these are not too large. And that means it's got this real nice fluidity to it. You can hardly tell it's there, actually. You can feel the weight of it, but there's no bits that are digging in or nudging in. Sometimes I find if you have the large, really large link ovals on a bracelet, if you put your wrist down, you can feel it, ooh, ooh, you know, and it kind of bends and twists strangely. This, honestly, it's just like, well, it's like liquid silver just on your wrist. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. Now, just to let you know that with the amount of people who are wanting to get their hands on this, the reason I know that is because I have your names in front of me. It's lovely to see all of you. But there's lots of you with it in your baskets, 14 in baskets, and there are people on the phone line. So once everybody checks out their basket, I'll instantly be in my last chance saloon. So the last 30 of these available for you. It's a great way, I think, as well, to kind of have pieces there that you know you're going to be able to use time and time again, because let's face it, silver and chains like this, dainty chains, don't go out of fashion, do they? So there's no expiry date on these. They're going to last and last and last. At that price point, we've dropped it down. I will genuinely get them whilst you can. Well done to everybody. Okay, all, it's time to do Karon's kit now. I am over the moon. Can I just ask you, how do you feel when you get a kit through the post?
Oh, it's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Whenever I get anything, it is like Christmas. I'm immediately tearing it open and seeing what I've got and just spreading it out and planning it and straight in. You know, I love it. I do. I get really excited.
Good.
Still.
That's brilliant though, isn't it? And I bet a lot of you can relate to that at home actually when you get your orders through. You've been given some real special treats here, haven't you, today?
Yeah, I have. That kit in particular is just beautiful, isn't it?
It is something exceptional, I have to say.
We're starting to look towards spring, and I think, you know, those are just perfect colours, aren't they?
It's phenomenal.
If you're starting to make for spring, this is the kit you should be getting.
I agree with that, actually. The colours are perfect for it. I'm about to bring you... Now, I've got a bi-coloured amethyst, which I'm sure the keen-eyed among you will have noticed on my T-bar. And I've got to say, this strand would go epically well with it. The clarity on this is phenomenal, isn't it?
It is. It really is very pretty colour.
What you've got here is you've got your genuine real deal amethyst. Now these, as you can see, are in those plain rondelles. They're up to a 5x3 on these ones, but they are graduated inside. You can actually see, now this is really unusual for us to see. You'll know this if you're a regular viewer. It's really unusual to see such a deep, deep, deep Zambian-esque depth of colour. I mean, this is kind of super duper regal. This is that kind of, you know, velvet cloak you see, that kind of deep, rich colour. It's very unusual to see that alongside brilliance. Look at the glow on this. Now, usually when you've got something this dark, this deep, this intense, sometimes that can be because you've got a lot of inclusions within there, but with this you haven't. Now, that is absolute pinnacle quality. Those are two characteristics and two kind of quality points that the likes of Boodles will look for when they're buying in to make their jewellery, that the types of quality lines that, you know, Harry Winston will look for when they're buying in, and Chanel, etc. Those are the types of quality they want. Deep, deep, rich amethyst colour with brilliance. And I've got it here. I can't believe this is part of a kit. I genuinely believe that if this was sold by itself, it would be one of your showstoppers, one of your star buys of the day, because it's so, so special indeed. Massive amount of that as well, I might point out. Sorry, got my arm in the way. I've also got some more amethyst. These are in your bicones, a gentler colour here, but look at the impact of that sparkle. Wow, it's like people are taking photos, isn't it? You've got absolutely loads and loads of surface area on each one of those facets. And as you get those facet junctions on here, what you're getting is you're getting that real interest of those kind of elongated triangles that actually, as they hit the top and the bottom, almost the girdle section on this, you're getting almost a diamond shape, aren't you? So it's really interesting to have that lovely sparkle. Good size on those ones as well. They're a 6mm and a really nice, easy shape to work with that will take you out of working with a round, but actually will give you a completely different look, but feel similar to work with. I'm then going to bring to you, it's hard to know what to do next because there's so much in here. I'm going to bring you the wire next, you know, because I've got the twisted wire. Now, how was this to work with?
It's always a dream to work with, actually, because it's actually quite sturdy as well. It's got a different temper to the very soft copper wire. So you can do some really interesting things with it, and so yeah, and of course because it's twisted, you get all that luster that comes from it as well. You get a stunning luster. Now, I just want to let everybody know this is our newest addition to the twisted wire family. This isn't the type of wire, if I can get it out for you, sorry. This isn't the type of wire that is 2 gauges twisted together. It's actually 1 square wire that we've twisted for you. Now, what that means is you don't get the double thickness. I'm not sure if you can remember, but you know, when we used to do twisted wire, let's say a year ago, we used to call it a, say, 0.4, but actually it would be 2 0.4s twisted together, which would mean it would actually, to work with, be a 0.8. This isn't. This one I've got in my hand is a 0.5, and boy George, that's exactly what it is. It's a 0.5. And what you have is you've got the square twisted wire. Now that means it doesn't separate. You don't need to separate this at all, and you get the exact gauge that you want to work with. It looks like a chain. I adore it. It does, doesn't it? Yeah,
really
I think
does.
that as well, yeah.
Really does. So I've got your 0.5 there, and I've also got your 0.8 as well, to let you know. I've then got these. Now, I've not seen these before. They are fascinating. You've used them individually, haven't you? Yeah, I have. And they were great fun to work with, actually. I think when you can get a nice perfect circle like that, and they are sturdy as well. They are little tough cookies. They are. I think once you can get something like that in a perfect circle, they're great to work with. They're fab, aren't they? Now, if I show you these, because even my director's going, what are they? Wow! Imagine, if you're into your chainmail, they're like a Mobius ring. That's what they're like, aren't they? Yes. They're like a Mobius ring, and they've all been twisted in together. And they're all kind of linked in, almost connected to each other. You get the smaller size here, and then you get the larger size. But can you see they're textured? Isn't that pretty? Doesn't that give you a really nice sparkle? What you've got here is you've got your fancy ring connectors. Now, these ones here are 35mm, and these ones here are 45, and then we've got the 35mm again. Now, you've used these in kind of different ways, haven't you? Yeah, because although I cut some off from the twisted ring from the bigger ones, I've cut some off, but I've kept 8 sort of twisted together, which I think looks great. And then the others then I've used individually for the rest of the necklace. So you can cut these, you can use them separately, you can keep them as they are. I love that you've used them separately and then kept the larger ones as a middle, because it ties in perfectly. Yeah, it does. I mean, you know, the sort of circle of life, and I'll tell you about the symbol in a minute. Yeah, but it all sort of ties in. Yeah, it just looks stunning. It really does, and you get absolutely loads of them. How many approximately? Should I tell you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm going to guess you get about 15, so there'll be 30 approximately, this is. 30 of the smaller ones, and I imagine around 15 to 20 of the larger ones. So you've got loads you can work with there, you really, really do. And then last but by no means least, I know you're thinking there's so much in here already, but last but by no means least. Oh. I just had to save it till last. It's got to be one of the most workable strands we've had. It is your rounds of emerald, and it's graduated in colour. Now, obviously, Karon, you've been with us quite a while here at JewelleryMaker. How do you feel when you see you've got emerald in a kit? Does it still give you that excitement? Oh gosh, yeah, of course. I mean, it's a perfect colour combination anyway, green and purple. It always looks brilliant together. So the fact that you get that sort of variation of shade as well, it just makes it even more exciting. For me anyway,
And I've sort of tried to sort of work that in with the circles so that there's sort of a couple of different shades going on there.
They do look astonishing. I've just been told some really not great news. 50, that's it. 50, 50. I wish I could say I had 150 of these available now, but I don't. I have 50 and that is it. I have got one of the most exciting kits I've seen in a while. We generally don't have on our new twisted wire in more than just one by itself in a kit. I've got two for you today. I've got one of the most shining and unique examples of amethyst in those unique bicones. I've got an exceptional quality on that really workable emerald round, which is, yes, natural, ladies and gentlemen. I've also got that deep, rich intensity of that amethyst that also has the opportunity to bring you brilliance. And then I have these exceptional rings for you to work with too. Everyone who's already bought it, which is why I've only got 50 left, is $38.70. I've got 50 left now. Your price point is rolling down. I think £40 for this, genuinely, for the quality of the stones alone is great. £24.95 though. Honestly, you've had a little scan of Karen's things. Would you ever expect that to have cost around that amount to make? I would never in my wildest dreams have imagined that. £24.95. I've got one of the best amethysts I've seen in a long time here. I've got stunning, shiny example in the bicones, unusual to see that, and I've got real natural emerald as well. Mark's saying, wow, that necklace is amazing. Absolutely agree with you. Good morning, JM. That necklace is stunning. Wow, I've got 30 opportunities left. Once this is gone, this is gone. If you love the amethyst, I've got a bicone which is coming, a bicolor that's coming for you later on. My quantity on this is getting spooky low, so please do feel free to check them out whenever you can, because truly at that price point, I think you've got something just exceptional. And I mean, it's eye-catching, isn't it? It really is. Hello, Karon.
Hello.
Good morning. I just adore this piece so much.
Thank you.
Was it fun to create?
Oh, it was, yes.
Now, can I just ask you with this? Because when we look at it, I mean, you can see the detail. You can see how intricate it is. Is it as hard as it looks?
No, it isn't. It really isn't. And the rings make it a lot easier as well, because a lot of the hard work is done for you. So with just a little bit of embellishment, and that's really all it takes, you've got yourself a statement necklace.
Oh, it's just phenomenal. Now, you were telling us that you were watching Merlin whilst you were watching this, whilst you were making this, for a little bit of inspiration, which I think is the best excuse ever. Yeah. Apart from maybe an excuse like, I have to eat this chocolate, it's for inspiration.
I've used that one enough.
Now, can you tell us all the little story you told me about this centre section here, please? What that means?
This is called, the centre, the focal symbol there is called a triskelion.
Triskelion?
Yeah, and it's an ancient Celtic symbol, which basically represents conclusions and cycles and advancements. So it's all about the sort of cycle of life. So one part finishing and a new part starting.
Perfect for this time of year, isn't it? Perfect for it. I love that. I love the thought behind that, and what a gorgeous look and detail it is as well with those gemstones. The gemstones just work perfectly for this design, don't they?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, I think so too.
They're quite ancient gemstones that were, just work beautifully with it. Now I need to let everybody know I've got 9 of this kit left. I've actually got probably about 6 in baskets. So if you want this, you know what to do. Just check out or get yourself on the phone and press number 1. Okay, so here we go. We're onto the silver one.
Right, okay, so I'm going to start with the focal. And what I've done is I've cut off the ones that I don't need because they're solid rings. And I've kept 8. So I've got 8 rings and they're all still twisted together. This is how they come, which is brilliant. And what I've done is I've used 2 of the smaller rings to wrap around and make loops. So I need a third one now for at the bottom as well. So I'm going to show you how I've done that. And you can see I've cut the ring. And what I've done is I've also trimmed off the ends. So, because when you cut wire or rings, you get one sort of pointed side and one flush side. So you want them both flush. So I've just nipped off a little bit of the end there to make it flush. that'll be more important as you come for the other circles. Not so much for this one, but it certainly is important for the other ones. So all I've done, and these are tough little cookies, and I haven't sort of measured it out or anything. You pretty much sort of figure out where you want that placed.
One of the kit left.
Oh.
One.
I'm not surprised, mind.
It's the final countdown. Yeah. Just let you know, we're about to bring Karon's DVD, did you say? Oh, the Talk Necklace DVD.
Oh, right,
That's
yeah.
what we're going to put up on your screens right now because the kit has sold out. I'm really sorry for all of those people who did miss out. But don't worry, we've got a second kit and you're going to love that one as well. This is a Talk Necklace DVD project. Now, what's on this DVD, Karon? Can you remember?
There's a silver-coloured talk which has got the Aztec weave on it, and lots of chains hanging down. There's one that's pretty much free form, so you can sort of take these techniques and run with it and hopefully do it your way. So I wanted to encourage people to sort of that's the one there. Oh. That's the free form one. So that's just to sort of encourage people to sort of take it. And then you've got the graduated colour Viking weave with the embellishments on the end there, and I've shown you how you can do bangles with the same thing, with the same technique.
Just astonishing. It's on your screen right now. You get shown how to make all of these pieces you've just seen and have your own inspiration from the lovely Karon, and it's just $4.95. Okay, Karon, I'm back with you.
Okay. So I've wrapped one of the smaller rings, and that's just really to sort of keep them solid together. But also you can then sort of make the loops, the connecting loops as well. So what I'm going to do is trim that once I've straightened it down a bit. And you can see I'm doing it with my fingers, although it is pretty tough, to be honest. I'm going to trim that down to about and leave it like a little centimetre there, and I'm just going to bend that around. I'm using chain nose pliers for this. Bend that around into a loop. Let's get that right. There we go. So there's your 3 loops to use as your connectors.
Fab.
So I'm going to show you how to make the Triskelion.
So it's the centre section.
Yeah, and I have cut, sorry if I can just sort of
go on,
that,
start at the beginning.
So I've cut about 20 inches of the 0.8 twisted wire, and I've bent it in half. What I'm going to do then is bend that, I'm going to sort of squeeze that sort of tight at the bottom there. And then I'm going to use, I think the chain nose pliers probably work better for this, and sort of nudge it around. So I'm going to try and do this so that you can see what I'm doing. Nudge it around gently into a loop. And you just want it to be big enough so that you can sort of get one of your emeralds in that loop there.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to take one side, bend it round that way, and then you're going to bend that in half as well. So what we got, 1, 2, 3, so about there. Yeah, that looks about right. Let me double check. Sorry. Yep, that's all right. Yeah.
So it's about sort of 3
inches. So it's about 3 inches, yeah. So you want to sort of have that each arm is going to be about 3 inches, because then you're going to sort of curve it round into a loop. You want to bend that in like that, so that it's a tight bend. You don't want that. You don't want any gaps there. You want that sort of pretty much together. Bring that around then in another loop. Oh, did you hear my wrist crack?
I did, yeah. I did, yeah.
Oh, sign of old age.
Oh no, I get it as well. We have a game in my house that's guess where the clip came from. Really? True story. Right knee, now left. Oh, nightmare.
So yeah, you just want to make a sort of a loose spiral with each of these, and you can sort of go back to each one and adjust that to sort of fit inside your circle. But right, just get that.
So we're measuring it out about the 3 inches again to make sure it's nice and even.
Yeah, that's right. And again, just got to make sure I'm doing them all the right way. Main shot there. I'm terrible for going out of shot.
No, don't worry. We're on the camera up above you at the moment.
So here we go. Take that round into a loop. And make a sort of a loose spiral. Make sure you're going the right way. That's it. So they're all sort of spiraled in the same direction.
Okay.
Then you tighten them up, because obviously they've got to fit inside your circles. Well, I haven't done that very neatly. Obviously I'm rushing, but you can take your time and get these done properly.
Of course. We've got the large toolkit on your screen at the moment, which includes the likes of round nose pliers, crimping pliers, flat nose pliers, chain nose pliers, wire cutters, tweezers with shuffle, like that, bead reamer, and replacement tips. Oh, that's the one that looks like the Doctor Who thing. Sliding gauge helps you measure things, an awl and the snips. And the price point used to be $15.95, didn't it? $9.95 for you today. Becker 04 is your code on that one. And loads of the tools we're using here are the same tools essentially.
There we go. So like I say, take your time to sort of get the right shape. Mine's not looking too great at the moment, but it will get there once you've fiddled around with it. And what you do then is when you come up to the top of your spiral there, you just want to snip both ends so that they meet. And believe it or not, when you attach it, that they will sort of stay together.
I see, yeah.
And then what you do is, let me just, always works well at home, never on the demo. This is typical.
Yeah, but to be fair, at home you have more time, don't you?
Yeah, you do. But don't worry, it will, when you take time with this, it will sort of go together. Right. And then you just sort of put it at the back of your pendant. A little bit of, I have used a little bit of 0.4 wire, and that's simply because it's going to be easier to attach it, because you've got to get underneath one of your connectors there. And it's a bit of a tight squeeze.
There you go.
And then attach your scallion, like so. Well, this is a fiddly bit, but once you've got the first one started, the others will be a lot easier to attach, because they're you'll already have one in place, so the others should sort of should attach fairly easily. There we go. So that's the one side done. And then attach the, all I've done is looped it through the back of one of the connectors. Let's just trim that down a little bit, I think. Bear with me, there we go. And then little so don't want to stay in place, does it?
Julie is saying, hi girls, great designs. What size twisted wire are you forming? Many thanks. Julia, the twisted wire is actually from the kit. They come like that. The rings themselves come like that. And even the bits for the loops, that's the twisted loops, the 3 loops that Karon made previously, they're just the smaller rings on it. And you use the out of the actual wire to do the section in the middle. That was your 0.
That's the 0.8.
8, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hope that helps, Julia.
Snip those. So there's your first piece on, and then you just cut yourself another little piece of wire. Now I've done it from the back because the wraps don't show.
Yeah.
And then just sort of slightly dome it so that it
nice.
sort of stands out a little bit. But and then just exactly the same way. And I know I haven't done mine very tidily today, but it's a little bit awkward when you're sort of trying to rush a demo, especially as I hope I've got enough time to show you one of the other circles as well. But you can see the point. You can see what I'm trying to do there. Just push the wire underneath one of your connectors, and then with each end you wrap it around the top of your spiral there to attach it.
To keep it
just
there.
Just to wrap that around
Fantastic.
a couple of times and then snip the excess wire.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just use another little bit of wire to attach the
molds.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. So now for the last 5 minutes, we're going to show you how to do the kind of connector sections.
Yeah. I'll quickly show you those. So you want to make 4 of these little scroll pieces.
Very nice.
So you start off with 2.5 inch piece of your 0.8 wire, and you want to sort of catch it in the middle with your pliers, so that's about right. And then you push the wire either side like that so that those are at a right angle. But what you're left with then is like this little flat piece here, okay? Then you get your chain nose pliers. Let me get rid of all of this to stop any distractions. Then you get your chain nose pliers, and again you make a sort of an open spiral. Mine shot there. And don't worry about getting it exact at the moment, because you can adjust this as you're fitting them together and putting them inside the circle. There we go.
Fab.
Flatten that out a bit. Because see how easy I'm sort of doing this. This is done sort of fairly easily with either chain nose. If you prefer to use round nose, please do, but I sort of get on all right with the chain nose for these.
Okay.
So what you want to do then is, again, I've used the 0.4 wire. You could probably get away with the 0.5 actually for this part.
Okay.
But I've just got this to hand, so I'm gonna use this for now. In fact, I think I did use the 0.5 wire for this part.
Well, it looks like 0.4.
Does
to
it?
me.
Oh,
yeah, it's
right,
not textured.
Ah, right, okay. Right, and start. You put 2 together like that, straight sides together. Wrap your wire all the way around. Push it down with your fingers so that the wraps are tight. And then carry on. Wrapping all the way up. Like so. Snip. So there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Then you put those two sides together. Don't, you know, like I say, you can adjust these as you go along. You don't need to sort of get them, you know, absolutely exact to start with. They will adjust to sort of fit. There we go.
Fab.
I'll do this quickly so that we got time to sort of get the next one on.
And then the same with the final
And then
one.
the same with the final one. What I'll do is I'll leave the final one off so as I can show you how they sort of fit into the circle. Like I say, if you find that it's not sort of fitting in, you can adjust these little scroll bits at the end to make sure you get a nice fit inside the circle with those.
Fab.
And then again, using a little bit of 0.4 wire, attach them at the top of the spiral to the outer circle, just by wrapping a few times. And then it's just a matter of, again, using 0.4 wire, is to, you attach an emerald in between each of the scrolls and one of your bicones in the middle, which is a perfect shape then.
That's fab, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fits in wonderfully.
Yeah. And that's basically it.
How fantastical is that? It's absolutely astonishing. Karon, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For showing us that. I mean, how inspiring is that? I can imagine everyone who's treated themselves to this kit will be whipping that up as soon as they get it. Now, please do stay tuned because myself and Karon will be back with another astonishing make. See you in a couple of minutes.
JewelleryMaker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information. Gemma Crow brings you into the world of patina. You'll create stunning effects with the guidance of Gemma right beside you. This DVD includes adding texture to your designs, preparing your metal, applying the patina, neutralizing process, and finally, the finishing process. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from JewelleryMaker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the JewelleryMaker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on JewelleryMaker. Simply search JewelleryMaker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at JewelleryMaker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on JewelleryMaker.
If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Did you know that the JewelleryMaker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with JewelleryMaker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee?
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome all to JewelleryMaker. It's New Year's Eve. We're officially in the crimbo limbo. That little bit of time before Christmas and New Year when nobody has a clue what day it is. You don't know when the bins go out, and you're just all over the place. And we are just making your crimbo limbo go with an absolute big smile on your face. I tell you what, it doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter what time it is. All that matters is that you have a really fabulous and fun 2 days with us, because of course we've got the awards tomorrow and we've got so many goodies for you today. If you've joined us for the first hour, we've been joined this morning. We've already seen one sensational, I mean astonishing demonstration. We've got a second one coming up shortly. Today I'm joined by the extremely talented Karon Crawford. Good morning.
Hello.
Thank you so much for that first demo. We had loads of comments. Just phenomenal. What are we expecting the second one?
We've got so many gemstones, it's mad.
Yeah,
and
loads.
Lovely ones as well.
This is the one that you were watching Game of Thrones.
Yes.
And that's phenomenal, isn't it? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've got so many treats coming up for you in today's show, genuinely. I've got the opportunity to bring you, and it's a rare opportunity, to bring you a very, very special blue opal. That's coming up for you soon. That's coming up. But right here, right now, I'm going to bring you an extremely special star by. As soon as I had this on my tea bar this morning, Karon sort of wandered over and just had to look, behold and love this. This is a serious, scarce treasure. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know how much I love Russian chrome diopside. I like all diopside. Russian chrome diopside for me is the number one. It's the pinnacle. It's the one I love owning. It's the one I feel very privileged to own. It's in a bit of a dire situation at the moment, and I have to be honest with you, it's something that nobody expected to be hit as badly as it is. 2015 closing to an end now, but 2015 for Russian chrome diopside is officially the worst year ever for Russian chrome diopside. The yields of this are down dramatically. Now, obviously, you know, I don't want to sort of scaremonger anyone. I don't want to worry anyone too much. But essentially, we have been told, and we have already seen in the trade, the price of this gone up by a massive, massive percentage. The price hike we've seen on that is similar to, not quite as dire yet, but similar to the price hike we've seen in the last year or so on tanzanite. That's where we're up to right now. We're up to that massive, massive price hike on this. Essentially, that's because the mining period of this for 2015 has been cut short. In 2014, it wasn't a greatest year. You know, we had around about a week and a half, 2 weeks worth of the mining period of this cut down. If anyone doesn't know this gemstone, by the way, let me just say why the mining period is an important one. Essentially, this is from Russia. This is from an area in Russia whereby it is so cold. We're only actually able to mine this around 100 days of the year. This is a picture of the mine. Now, that is in summertime. I know it's almost hard to get your mind around, but that's in summertime. That's in the very short window that we're able to mine for this gemstone. The area itself is so cold, it can get to -70. It can get to around a -50 in general in summertime. And actually, the miners there, you know, it's such freezing cold conditions that less and less miners are going every single year. The fact of the matter is, the weather this year, as I'm sure, you know, a lot of us have experienced and still are, sadly, you know, strange weather phenomena at the moment, and the same for Russia. In Russia, the mining period, the weather on this was so intense that the mining period has been absolutely disastrous, if I'm honest. It's broken all records. For around 100 days, generally, we get to mine. We've mined around 50 days this year. That's it. And it's absolutely broken. It's the lowest yield record of all time. Now, what that means is we have seen rocketing prices. I mean, the likes of price hikes we've only ever seen on the likes of a tanzanite before. This gemstone, what we have got in now, we've been told that essentially be wary of what you've got now, because we're not entirely sure if we're going to be able to get this again next year for our next order. Our orders are done now for this gemstone. We don't know if we're going to be able to get this again. It's just like with tanzanite. Remember when the price hike happened on tanzanite and we didn't see tanzanite at all on JewelleryMaker, no new strands in for about 9 months? The same looks like it's going to happen with this, and in fact already is. This is a just stupendous chrome diopside. Your price point today on this, I'm going to do you a launch price offer. Now, I need to, just before we get that drop in, just say to you, that is a price that I genuinely believe if I brought you this same strand in a year's time, you would never, we'd be dropping it maybe-ish to that price. Genuinely, with the things going as they are, this is the most dramatic increase we've seen since the likes of your Paraiba tourmaline, when that went on the likes of your tourmaline in general, sort of 2009 time. This is going to have such a massive dramatic effect on the market, it truly is. And I need to point out that we are dropping the price on this. Now, again, I don't want to scaremonger anyone, but please, let's just say that you have been warned on this, okay? This is going to shock you. Should be £35, essentially. We are going to drop the price on this, but I have to let you know you need to be fasting on the phone lines. I wish I could say we had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, but we do not. This is £24.95. Genuinely, this is going to fly out the door, just to let everybody know. I need, if I just hold it out for you, I need everyone to see the quality of this. It's your $1 million emerald. And you know what? You know, we always call this the $1 million emerald, don't we? The reason it's known in the trade, it used to be kind of its main name in the trade, $1 million emerald, is because if you were to ever find an emerald that had this richness, this intensity, this clarity, lack of shadans, per carat, it would cost about $1 million. I tell you what, with the way that the price of Russian chrome dioxide is going at the moment, it will be more than that. This could, in a few years' time, be the $2 million emerald for all I know. It genuinely could. Honestly, we've been absolutely shocked by the likes of it. We heard whispers that the mining was behind, and actually, I told you just a few months ago, kind of September-ish time, I told you that, you know, we'd definitely been told that we were 2 weeks behind on mining, but actually mining closed a month earlier than usual, which is a massive amount. That's over a third of a time cut on the mining time of this. The yields are record low, genuinely, and actually I've got to say that with the skyrocketing prices and the GIA, you've got to get your hands on this whilst you can. I genuinely mean that. And you know, we keep looking at a picture of the mine, and it's freezing cold conditions for saying the miners there, and the saying, don't forget, in summer, the miners actually have a saying which is called Whisper of the Stars. It sounds so magical, doesn't it? Whisper of the Stars. And essentially what it means is it's so cold even in summertime that on occasions when they speak to each other to communicate, their breath actually freezes in midair as they're speaking, and audibly hits the ground, and they call that noise Whisper of the Stars. That's how incredibly, incredibly, incredibly cold it is, and less people are turning up time and time again to get to, you know, to go and mine for this. And for the fact of the weather, the mining periods had to be cut down even more. Honestly, it's absolutely shocked all of us. It really, really has. Well done to everyone. I don't have a mammoth amount of these left, I have to be honest. I have got multi-buyers on this, and honestly, I say pat on the back. Don't forget extending money back guarantee until Kerry's birthday, aka 31st of January. There she is, birthday girl. You excited for your birthday yet, Kerry? Yeah, it's over a month away, Kerry. Calm down. What are you doing for it?
I'm going to Amsterdam.
Oh, she's going to Amsterdam. I tell you what, this lady goes on holiday more than anyone else I know. I love that. But genuinely, you know, do treat yourself to this. And if one thing leads to another, you know, and say, you know, mid-January rolls around and you think, oh, do you know what? Maybe, you know, buying 2 of these was a little bit much. You know, maybe I can just have the one. Just send one back, no questions, no quibbles. Because honestly, and like I say, you know, I don't want to sort of worry anyone, but genuinely it is an astonishing purchase, and it is one which has rocketed. The GIA has been promoting this for months and months and months, and popularity has rolled through the roof, as have prices, because the yield is down. It's Mother Nature, just, you know, the way she is. We promote something and promote something and promote something, so popularity gets big, and then she hits with just an atrocious year of weather, which means the yields are down. So genuinely get things like this whilst you can. $24.95, just a sensational price, and congratulations to every single one of you. I definitely know that's one that Karon had her eyes on, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
£24.95. Well done to everybody. And actually, Karon, you said instantly go well with this.
Yeah,
why is
really.
that?
Well, it's like I said earlier on, we're starting to think of spring designs now, and those are just sort of perfect, aren't they? I think that, and the chrome diopside in particular is great for making little clover leaves, so St Patrick's Day and everything. This is a sort of where you need to be thinking ahead, and, you know, definitely for spring designs, those are the colours.
Wonderful. Fab. I like that, yeah. Oh, I love that you're already thinking forward. That opal's coming up, not a long time on that one at all. Well done, everyone, on that chrome diopside. On it, just... it's just so special, it genuinely is. Okie pokely, we're heading, did you say, Dion? The wire. We're not moving on to it now, but we've got a decent quantity of this, so I just need to show it to you. This is your silver-plated patterned copper wire. 10 metres worth of your 1mm. And look, so intricate, patterned, beautiful wire we've got here. Now this is one of the newest additions. This is coming up for you shortly, and just to let you know, it is genuine, real deal silver plated wire that we've got here. So every single little bit of this is covered in genuine silver, and you can see that texture is just phenomenal. It's really beautiful. Again, it looks chain-like. I just need to let everybody know that if everybody checked out their basket now, I'd be at last chance saloon pretty much on this. So if you want to get your hands on the chrome diopside, now is your chance to do so. This I'll bring up for you. This I'll bring up for you a little bit later on, not too far now, but for you to really be able to see that detail and that texture. Really beautiful, isn't it? That's coming up for you shortly. Well done to everybody. You got that carbon dioxide, great deal for you. Okay, I've got so many treats coming up. What box is that? No, it's 10. Got some mesh, wire mesh I've got coming up for you now. Now this is a really lovely colour palette of our wire mesh. This is our finer wire mesh that we have here. I think they're just so vibrant and interesting. What I've got here for you is I've got your purple, your navy, and your copper wire mesh here. Now these ones are, each of them is 10 yards, and you've got your 1mm on all 3 of them. Now they are super duper fine and detailed, but you can actually kind of separate them out, guide them out slightly to give a little bit of detail and shape. Now, don't forget the awards are on tomorrow. I'll be with you tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, bright and early. Bring a cup of coffee. I will be there with you for the awards, and don't forget, you know, we've had award pieces winning with mesh designs previously for best design of the year. So it is a very, very popular medium indeed. If you've got one of those wire jigs, oh, these are nice on a wire jig. You're A up. Scott's gone off and Dion is on. You can tell because she's got her arrows out. I've got your mash attack. Mash attack. This is mesh, isn't it? Mesh attack. That reminds me of Bodger and Badger. Anyone else? Mash attack. Bodger and Badger. And he used to be obsessed with mashed potato. You know, don't you, Karon?
No, you've lost me now.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, I haven't, Karon. I know you know, really. You lot do, don't you? There was a badger who was obsessed with mashed potato.
All right.
Yeah, and then there was a gentleman called Bodger.
Oh.
I'll get you the box set. Maybe we can have some inspiration next time. It's Game of Thrones at the moment and Merlin. Bodger and Badger next time.
Okay.
I've got for you 1 mil on all of these, 10 yards on each, 1 prize point today. You ready for this? £8.95 for you, and I've got to say it goes on and on and on and on. Dion's says she doesn't want to do that actually. She's decided that was already a price drop, but £6.95 is a silly, silly, silly price point on these. But hey, why not give ourselves the opportunity to get our hands on this?
That's brilliant. Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a really great deal. What type of things would you suggest for a beginner to do with these?
I think I'd work with all 3 together and maybe plait them together, just to see how that would work. I think that's what I would do for a beginner, and then just finish it off with a ribbon end.
I like that idea.
Yeah, and maybe a little pendant on the end. Yeah.
Because you could do something that would look so elegant.
Maybe little bracelets with that braided, yeah.
And that would go on and on and on, wouldn't it? Really
it
would.
would actually, yeah.
Because there's so much of it on each spool. And I'm just looking at the purple. How great would the purple go with the bicones? Wouldn't they look phenomenal? Oh, gotta say, I love this amethyst.
Me too, actually. I love the patterning in it.
Stunning, isn't it?
Really
Genuine.
is nice.
Yeah,
Really is
chevron
lovely.
amethyst. It's absolutely beautiful. Chevron designs in that bicolour amethyst, just so unique and individual. A real unique star I've got here for you. That's coming up for you a little bit later on as well. £6.95 on those ones. Last few of those available for you. Okay, bringing out some sterling silver and inner findings pack. Now, Karon, what do you think of sterling silver?
I think it's a must. I think it's a must. I really do. And I mean, I've built up my stash of sterling silver over the years that I've been buying from JewelleryMaker. So, I mean, I've got quite a lot of it there. But I think if you're going to do sort of any sort of jewellery, whether it's simple designs, whether it's more extravagant designs, statement pieces, whatever, I think if you finish it off with sterling silver, it always looks elegant.
It does, doesn't it?
It just adds that touch of luxury, doesn't it?
It really does. It has a luxurious look about it.
It does.
Do you think we save sterling silver just for special occasions, or can it be worn all the time?
I don't see why it can be worn all the time, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I think the thing is with sterling silver, if it's never going to wear, you know, it's always going to be sterling silver.
Yeah, you're right. It's always going to kind of hold that status and value.
It lends well to sort of lots of wear, you know.
Yeah, you're right, it does actually. Perfect way to describe it. I've got here for you a lot of your 925 sterling silver. Anyone who is new, because don't forget, we're in the crimbo limbo, so we've got loads of new people who've maybe, you know, have had us on in the background because family members have mentioned us. Now, if you are new, when we talk about sterling silver, I'm talking about genuine real deal silver. It's 925, it's 92.5% pure silver. We had the 7.5% ore for many different reasons, including helping us shape it, helping with kind of the structure of it. So it really is for jewellery making, just such high quality silver that we've got here. Kimberly's in saying, good morning all. Karon, I'm loving all your designs.
Oh, thank you.
I know, they are astonishing, aren't they? Don't forget you can text us in today. Let Karon know exactly what you love about her designs, because I've got to say, well, it would probably be the longest text ever, wouldn't it? We've already made this design here, and we are going to make another design later on. But, you know, you have got your silver in that one, and I've got silver here as well. I just adore these pieces. They are phenomenal. You've got sterling silver findings pack, and this is your 45 pieces. Should be essentially £12. You've just seen the price. I've just seen the price. There's loads here. I'm not even showing you it all. Sorry. £9.95 we've just dropped this to. That is something special, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
I mean, you know, you've obviously bought 95 from us before, but I bet, Karon, you're a bit of a bargain hunter and you like a nosy around, as we all do. What do you think of that price point in general?
It's always stood up well against other companies, and it's always going to. I mean, I don't think I've seen anyone bring a pack of sterling silver findings for a tenner.
No.
You know, go into your local bead shop, that's all you've got to do, and have a look, because it's going to cost you a heck of a lot more than that.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. Completely agree with that. And I think for all the components you get, what I quite like about our findings packs is we don't add loads of oomph, loads of bump that you don't really need or you're not going to use.
Exactly. You've got everything there are the things that you need to complete a piece of jewellery.
Absolutely. Absolutely. £9.95 is a phenomenal deal for you there. It really, really is very special. Now, I've got so much coming up for you today. I really, really, really do. I've got something very special coming up for you right now. What box is it in? Sorry, my lovely lass. Well done for everyone who got that sterling silver. You're going to need that sterling silver for my next one. I've got a girl's best friend.
Ooh.
Yeah. And this girl's very lucky because actually she's got two best friends. I've got for you here an astonishing double trouble black diamond. Now, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you heard me correctly, double trouble, because I'm bringing you two of these today. Now, these are just beautiful. Genuine, real deal black diamond I've got for you here. Each and every one of them faceted by Mother Nature. Now, these are absolutely stunning. Can you see that every single one of these has got those sparkling, scintillating sections? Now, that isn't added by us. That isn't added by us faceting this. That's Mother Nature. Mother Nature has hand-faceted every single one of these. And what that means is you get a unique look, but you get the most interesting scintillation. You don't just get one pan of light. You get this absolute flashbulb effect that goes off. It's like a catwalk. It's honestly genuinely sensational. And, as I said, you're not just getting one of this strand. I'm going to be bringing you two. Now, that's going to equate to a massive, massive 22 carats worth of diamond. And I'm going to guarantee it's going to be under £60. Under £60 for you today. I am guaranteeing you for them both. Oop. 22 carats worth I've got in total. Now that is a massive amount. I actually gave a duo of diamonds to the lovely Debbie Bulford just the other day, and she was over the moon to have them as a challenge. And I've got to say that she enjoyed working with them, and we showed some of her pieces, and they were just some great design ideas. Now, we bought in plenty of diamond just before Christmas because we knew all of you would be loving to purchase diamond and buy diamond for those special people at Christmas. So I would say that we're getting low on them now because obviously you've been buying for all of your loved ones. So if you want to get your hands on diamonds, now's your opportunity, because guess what? I'm going to bring you two strands. That's 22 carats worth of black diamond. Please let me remind you that if you wanted to buy say a 2 carat piece of diamond in a ring, you could easily be looking at £3,000-4,000 easily. So obviously these are smaller pieces, but carat weight total 22 carats worth. I guarantee you under £50 for both of these today. Okay, do you know what? I guarantee you under 45 for these today, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, for both of them. This is real deal, genuine diamond. This is all fasted by Mother Nature. You get the display boxes with these as well. Feel free to get your authenticity. It's only 25 pence now, don't forget. And what you're getting here is a mammoth amount. Now, I'm going to bring you a great price on this. Lots of you already having it in your baskets. Do you know what? We've bought for everyone else now. Why not treat yourself? Why not buy yourself something that you know in the new year you're going to get you something you're going to get yourself something very special delivery from I was going to say Father Christmas then. It's his day off, isn't it? The postman. From your postman. You're going to get a very special delivery of these. You ready for it? 2 strands of genuine diamonds, 22 carats in total, approximately. Your price point today. Should be. But it shouldn't really, if we're honest about it. It shouldn't be, honestly, should it? Genuinely, because think about it. At that price point, that's just a silly low deal. I guaranteed you under £45 and I meant it. £44.95. We've rolled it down. There's loads of you with interest on this. I want more of you. Let's see how many of you want to own diamonds. How many of you want to wake up in the new year and think, more of you do. We've dropped the price more. I've done it under £40 now. I've just rolled this down for you again and again. If you... Dion.
Good God.
Now, I'll be honest, obviously, I get told the price of things before the show. Obviously, I'll be completely honest, I forget. Because we get loads of products, and I look at it, when did I look at this scheduling? I looked at this sort of a few weeks ago, and I completely and absolutely forgot. This, I looked at this morning, and I was told by the wonderful Dion that we were going to $34.95. Now, obviously, you know, I do not remember the prices of everything, but I remembered the price of this. I mean, you would, wouldn't you, as well? At $34.95 for 2 diamonds, you would remember. Dion has honestly, genuinely just gone, I can't believe I've done that. Basically, she's got a £5 button, and it takes off £5, and you just click it. She got overzealous, and she clicked twice. This was genuinely guaranteed, meant to be $34.95, which already is ridiculous. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we've taken it to a silly price. These diamonds, ladies and gentlemen, should have been around £50. We've just dropped them to not £50, but actually to around about £15 each. That is a ridiculous deal that we've got there. Listen, honestly, Dion just double tapped instantly. And you know what it's like. I'm sure you know this. It is essentially the law. Even if you go into a shop and you see something that's priced wrong and you take it up to the till, they can't go, oh, sorry, that's too low in price. They legally have to do it at that price point. And the shopping TV is exactly the same. We've just shown you that price point, so we're giving this to you at that price point now. We're sticking to it. We're sticking by it. We're going by our word. It was an accidental double click from Dion. Yeah. Oh, gosh, you're going to have a good meeting after the show, Dion. What do you think of that price point?
Well, I'm gobsmacked. I really am. I can remember you couldn't get 1 strand for less than £50. I mean, £50.
Yeah, 50. Yeah.
When I saw, well, I'm going back to when I first saw diamond chips for sale, and you could not get them for less than £50 a strand, and you're selling them for £15 a strand. I'm just astonished.
That's phenomenal, isn't it? Genuinely astonishing. And please do not forget, for me, everybody, this price point is ridiculous, but this is a Kimberley processed diamond, okay? This is real deal. This is a conflict-free diamond. I know, you know, we always have to be really I would say I love a good bargain, but I am a conscious purchaser. You know, I will purchase something that is a bargain because I love the look of it and because it's a great price. But if I have any thought in my mind that perhaps that is collected or gotten in unfair ways, let's say, I simply will not purchase it. And you can purchase this in absolute safety and knowledge of knowing that this is a conflict-free diamond. Not everyone can guarantee conflict-free diamonds. All of our diamonds, the individual products, go through the Kimberley process, which is an authorised, it's the go-to on diamonds to say that they are conflict-free. We've all heard on telly that not all all diamonds are conflict-free. We've even seen films about it. You know, the Leonardo DiCaprio film, it was on a few years ago, very, very well known for diamonds got in a horrendous manner. Ours are conflict-free. So do you know what you're getting today? You're getting genuine diamonds, one of the best promoted gemstones in the world. You're getting an astonishing price, around £15 per strand, but you're also getting something that you can be safe in the knowledge of knowing that your purchase is a sensible one and you haven't kind of helped towards anything untoward whatsoever. Kimberley processed diamond, meaning that you're buying from us today conflict-free. I mean, it's good for the neckline because you get some gorgeous pieces. It's good for the bank balance because it's super cheap. But actually, it's kind of good for the mind and soul as well. If that sounds a bit naff, but you know what I mean. That's how I feel when I purchase things like this anyway. Lots of you coming in and treat yourself to these. Do you know what they go great with? Can I just grab these? Do you mind? Look. Spinel chain I've got coming up for you later on. That goes nice, doesn't it? That goes so nicely, I think.
That is lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, really lovely.
Special, that chain, isn't it? Look at that. You've got double up drops on that and the loops in between as well. Loads of you getting your hands on these diamonds. That is an absolute accidental price drop, and let's just say that Dion, it's been a pleasure working with you. So
and those beautiful boxes as well.
I know. Well, the thing is, for display boxes like this, oh, what? Even if you were to buy them in bulk, easily, because they've got the window at the top, they've even got the magnet in it, easily £3-4.
Oh, yeah.
Even at bulk, even if you're buying quite a few.
Yeah, easily.
So just astonishing. You get both of those. Well done, everyone. I've got to move on. Not many of those left. Absolutely astonishing dealio there for you. Can't get over that. I hope you don't get in trouble, Dion. Dion's just gone, you're getting in trouble, it's got my name. Yeah, but everyone knows that I would never do something silly or clumsy, like double click on anything, would I? Because everybody knows that I never do anything like that. I've got here for you, I want to make them look nicer, that's better. I've got here for you your Eslon Fantastic collection. You worked with Eslon before, Karon?
Yeah, sure, because I used to do bead weaving, so I've used it a lot. I've used it a lot, yeah.
What do you like about Eslon?
It's nice and strong.
Sturdy, isn't it?
So, I mean, it's essential when you sort of bead, but I mean, when I was doing bead weaving, because you've got to pass through each bead several times, so it needs to be tough.
Instantly. I just need to let everybody know I've got a real good graduation in thicknesses here. I've got 0.9, that's coming at you in the white and the purple. I've also got the 0.4, which is in the Bermuda blue. Oh, well, I never. Bermuda blue, black, and Capri blue. And I've also got the 0.3, which is coming in the others like the scarlet. What's important about having, you know, your difference in thicknesses, your 0.9 all the way through to your 0.3?
Well, again, it depends on what you're doing with your cords. I mean, probably the thicker ones would be more suited to sort of micro macrame or something, whereas you know, the thinner ones, like I used it for, was for bead weaving.
So it kind of gives you different mediums of use, I suppose, doesn't it?
Well, of course, yeah.
These are super duper sturdy, as Karon said earlier on, which means that you can kind of make your pieces in confidence. You don't have to make something and go, oh, is that going to hold together? Because these are genuinely so sturdy. Got loads of these. You know, for example, the Bermuda blue, you've got around 70 metres worth on that, but even higher than that on the scarlet, because it is a 0.3. You've got, hold on to your hats, 260 metres worth on that spool alone, which is a mammoth amount you've got there. So huge amount of metres and metres and metres worth there. Come here. You could use it for sewing. Yeah, you could do, Ollie, I would suggest you could, obviously depending on what you were doing, but you could absolutely use it for sewing, I'm sure. You've got all of these, a tower of Eslon. We're going to do a special price point, and I imagine it's because Dion's got blue and blue, £9.95. Hang on, that was, we used to do that for 3, wasn't it? That is so fantastic. For just 3, I'm sure we used to do that price point. That is amazing. £9.95. I mean, I don't even think how many metres you've got.
The reels I used to buy were tiny little reels.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm amazed at that. That is mad.
That's astonishing,
Really
isn't
is.
it?
Yeah.
I don't even dare try and add up the metres. There's just so much there. I mean, I've got around, there's loads. I mean, that one's got sort of 270, hasn't it? There's so much on there. There's loads on it. I can't get over that. Lots of you treating yourself to these ones. Great price point. And don't forget, with the different thicknesses, you could do the likes of your bead weaving. You could use it on your bead loom as well, couldn't you? If you wanted to do friendship bracelets, because once the Crimbo Limbo's done and New Year's is out the way, we have a couple of weeks, don't we, where the little bundles of joy, your kids are still at home and you're you know, they're bored of all of the gifts now, aren't they? And they're getting ready to, well, you're getting ready to get them back to school. And it's hard to keep them entertained, isn't it? Obviously, I don't have kids myself, but I work with children, so I know how you're feeling. Apart from, obviously, I get to give them back at the end of the day. But, you know, it's things like this that will be great for, you know, keeping them entertained. They can use these, stick them onto cards, make collages with them, create textures, friendship bracelets for when they get back to school. You know, things like this are always great to have to hand. Is this any good for Shambhala bracelets? Good question. Let's ask Karon.
I've never made a Shambhala bracelet, I'll be quite honest, but I can't see why not.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Mark would be the man to probably ask about that, but yeah, I really can't see why not.
Yeah. I would suggest,
the thicker ones, maybe, the thicker
the
one.
0.9 in particulars, and you've got a few different 0.9s. I have got Mark on, speaking of him, I have got Mark on with us tomorrow. It's the award show. Are you dressing up, Kerry? No? Not bothering? Okay. You weren't informed. Are you pulling my leg? Well, it's all right. You've been informed now, so you've got... you haven't got time. Ollie, are you dressing up? Don't I always? No. Yeah, you do. You always look extremely dapper. Dee, are you? No. Okay, fantastic. Just me so far. I bet Cass is. Is Cass there?
I don't think I've got anything.
You don't think you've got anything? Cass is looking particularly glamorous today. Honestly. She's got all of her lashes done. Her hair looks glam. Are you getting ready for New Year's? She looks super glam today. She really does. Oh, that Spinel chain is stunning. Any clue on when, Dion? The clue is, oh, it's like a riddle, this. Just after 10. That's the end of riddle. Brand spanking new, just after 10 o'clock. Let me show you it without me twisting it. There you go. Just after 10 o'clock, this is coming up for you.
Oh, I love that. I really do.
Special, isn't it?
I really do love it.
That catches the light. It's phenomenal. Don't forget, if you got the bracelet chain, which I had on earlier, I had 5 of those chains. We did a silly price. Silly price. Worked out about $1.99 each. I know. Still in silver, by the way, yeah. You know, just a few dangles with that. Amazing.
Yep.
You're onto my idea now, aren't
Yeah.
you? Oh, yeah. Okay, well done, everybody who's getting all that Eslon. Great deal. As per usual.
They're still alive.
Dion just went, what happened there? I don't know. That's the thing, I never know. Are they just... Honestly, that one jumped. Sorry, Kerry can't even find it now. Sorry. Where did you say? Okey pokes. I've got all spacers. Now, I bet you love things like this, don't you?
Oh, I love them. Yeah, yeah.
Tell us why, Karon, please.
You can do all sorts with them. I mean, you can use them with soutache, you can edge your soutache, you can use them within your soutache, you can use them as spacer beads if you're just doing ordinary beading, you can bead weave with them. Honestly, the ideas are endless with these. They are absolutely fabulous.
They are sensational. I love the versatility of them.
Yeah.
They can just go on and on and on and on
And
as well.
Loads
There's
in
loads
those
of them.
tubes.
600 in each tube.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get the shovel and show you as well the drill holes. Now the holes on these are mammoth,
Big,
aren't they?
Yeah.
Now why is that important?
Again, if you're doing, as I mentioned, if you're doing bead weaving, then it very often you have to go through each bead several times, so you need a big drill hole in order to do that.
Really good point.
I mean, there's one, I'm trying to think of the name of the weave, but it comes out like, oh, no, it's not going to come to me. Change the subject, it'll come back to me.
All
but
right.
it's sort of like a dog's tooth design, like a chevron design that it comes out as you weave. It comes in like a tube.
Right.
It'll come back to me in a moment, but when I can get my head on right. But they would be perfect for it.
I like that idea a lot. And one thing I would say is, if I hold it up like that, this is with the 0.9, so almost a 1 mil cord through it. And look at what size you still got there. I think you could easily get a 1.5 through there, mil wire, easily, maybe even a 2. They make cool maracas too. Aye! Yeah, they do. Brilliant. Thank you, Louise. Fantastic. Great point. They do. We don't talk about musical instruments enough here at JewelleryMaker. Thank you, Louise. Yeah, whatever you want to do with them, whether it's bead weave, wire, or start your own band, we have got the opportunity for you to do so here today. One price point. You ready for this? It's buy one, get one for £4. That is genuinely an exceptional deal. For the amount you're getting, I mean, there's 1,200 of these approximately.
Jeez, yeah.
Which is astonishing amount, isn't it?
What size do they put? 3mm are they?
Well, the funny thing is, it says they're approximately 4 mil.
Oh, right.
But actually, the drill hole, the hole on them, I think when you think 4 mil gemstone, you think, oh, hey, I've got my featherweight head pins. But with these, because we've shaped them, they're mammoth.
Yeah.
The drill hole themselves probably around 2 mil, isn't it?
They are big, yeah.
They are huge. £18.95 for you. For people who are starting out, Karon, who maybe want to use this for a first time, because I can imagine some people who are watching and think, oh, I'd love to try out the gemstones, but, you know, let's start, you know, maybe on something base metal. What would you suggest for a first make with these?
Just straightforward beading and use them as the spacer beads in between your gemstones. I mean, it always looks really elegant, so you can't really go wrong with straightforward beaded necklace, whichever gemstone's your favourite, and put those in between. You don't have to have them between every single gemstone, just a few at the front would look lovely.
I like that idea. Deborah's saying, tubular herringbone weave, Karon.
That's it, well done, thank you very much.
10 points, Deborah. 10 points.
You get a gold star for that, thank you.
Yeah, that's the one we were talking about earlier on. Lots of you covered it to treat yourself to these ones today. And do not forget for me too that if you want to get your hands on treats like this, there's loads of ways you can get involved. JewelleryMaker.com's one way, or you can get away on our phone line as well. 0800 644 655 for you today. And press option 1 if you want to place an order with us as well today. The call centre is so nice. Really, really lovely. Really, really beautiful. Plenty of you coming in for these. Treat yourself whilst you can. £18.95. And just to let you know, it's £2.95 postage and packaging from this time, midnight till midnight. Are they silver plate? No, they're not, Sonia. They are silver coloured that we have here for you today. And they're brass at the heart of them, just to let you all know. £18.95 is a deal and a half. It really, truly is. Got loads of things that would go with this as well, actually, including that diopside I had on for you a moment or 5 ago. I've got some gold now for you, though. If you want to go for gold, then a beautiful colouring here for you. And this is a matrix box with a difference, because it's not just any gemstone. Oh no, it's ruby that we have in here for you. Now, what do you think about golden coloured findings, please?
Oh, I love them. I mean, and I love mixing metals as well. I like to see the metals mixed together. So, and I think ruby always does look nice with gold, actually.
It's quite a kind of, it lifts vibrancy, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a massive amount of treats. Everything you can see on screen now you will be getting, including but not limited to that mammoth amount of chain. And don't forget, you're actually getting 2 of these. I'm double troubling this up. We haven't just accidentally copied and pasted that picture twice. Oh no, we have double troubled this for you. And that means that you're going to be getting 2 boxes of these. The amount of effort and detail we've gone to is excessive, really. Don't forget for me that in the last November, sort of middle of November till now, the price of gold has just gone bing. It tends to at this time of year, I'll be honest. This is obviously on the markets. It tends to be honest, it's because demand is high. Because I think mainly because people are buying special gifts at this time of year, aren't they? They're spending a little bit extra. They're treating their loved ones to special gift. So gold at the moment has just gone through the roof. It really has skyrocketed. And you know, as demand goes up, obviously we try and get more out of the ground, but it's so hard to get gold out of the ground. It really is. It really is. Some people think that you kind of find a lump of gold, much like you would a gemstone, and then there you are, sorted. It's not like that at all. It takes such a long time. It will take a mine around about 2 years from opening to be able to get any gold out of the ground. And we have to go through around about a ton's worth of rough, hold on in your mind, a ton's worth of rough to get 1.1 grams worth of gold from a ton of rough. So, you know, this is gold plated, so there's a decent amount of gold over the top of these, which has just taken such a long time to get out of the ground. It really has. You've got your beautiful ruby in here as well, which obviously I'll show you a couple of pieces just to give you an idea. I mean, the size of it is fantastic. Some really large slices here for you. Beautiful, deep, rich redness, that wonderful intensity. It really is that kind of crown jewels red, isn't it? Very deep, rich and intense. And as I said, you are getting 2 boxes worth of this, and you do get the matrix box, including the lid with these as well. So you're going to get approximately 80 pieces, but that is doubled up, isn't it? That's doubled up. So it's like you're getting 160 pieces, isn't it? It's like you're getting 160 pieces approximately. Double trouble gold plated copper findings, 1 price point. Who here expected that? Because I can tell you what I did not. £9, and I did not expect that at all. I mean, for all of the amount you're getting in here, I would never have expected that, actually, if we're honest, for even 1. You've got genuine gold-plated metal here. You've got all of this chain, and all of that is enveloped in genuine real-deal gold, and that's just 1 length of it. You're getting 40 carats worth of rubies at that price. What do you think of that price?
Well, that's amazing, isn't it? I mean, you can just see the... You can just see how much you can make with it. That's the wonderful thing. I mean, you've got how much chain have you got there? You know, you could make at least 2 bracelets, little charm bracelets. You've got those chandelier for earring findings and all sorts. I mean, you can really sort of make quite a few pieces out of that.
You can make loads. I'm just measuring the length of these chains. I've got on my chain is about 48 centimetres worth, mine is, so around about half a metre, and that's just 1 box. I've obviously got the same length in another box. It's just, it goes on and on and on,
It's really good
doesn't
value
it?
for money, yeah.
Really great value for money, seriously. And I think when you've got gold, it's quite nice to have a little bit of variety, actually, isn't it?
Most definitely.
In your collection and in your store.
Yeah.
And you get in here, by the way, loads of spaces too. These are the more delicate spaces if you want to create more of a, let's say, dainty design, then you absolutely can, because you've got loads in there. So don't forget, we've also got toggle clasps, spaces, lobster claw clasps, chain, jump rings, earrings, connectors, gemstones, and you get your boxes as well. £9.95. Just a great deal for you there, and actually, you know, I'm just thinking it will go really nicely with that chrome diopside, just because I think gold and green together, it makes me think, I don't know, it's just perfect. It makes me think back to the ancient times, you know, Queen Cleopatra wearing things like this. I just think it's stunning, really, really do. And if it's good enough for the pharaohs and all that, it's good enough for us, isn't it? So well done to all of you. And I'm not sure if, I do have a few of the chrome diopside left currently at the bottom of your screen. I was telling you earlier that the situation with chrome diopside is just a shocker. Do your own research on it, but essentially it's 2015 has broken records for the chrome diopside in Russia, and that's because it's the worst ever yield from any year in the history of mining this gemstone. So as you can imagine, the prices are genuinely going through the roof. So get it whilst you can, because we actually dropped the price. And I am very aware now, knowing what I do about this, that every time I show you a new strand of chrome diopside now, it might actually be the last time I show you a new strand. And this is a new strand, so treat yourself whilst you can. And I've also got the opal coming up for you in a wee while as well, which, you know, Karon said earlier goes fantastically with the chrome diopside, and I have to agree completely. This is a very, very rare opportunity. You are getting your Marley opal here today, ladies and gentlemen. So do feel free to stick around with us today if you want to get your hands on that. And do feel free to let us know what you're up to as well. Louise is saying, with those chandelier connectors being so dinky, you could use them in a multi-strand bracelet ends. Oh, that's exactly. A great idea.
Yeah, definitely.
That is a really great idea. Yeah, you could have your 3 individual strands. So if I hold it like this, you've got the 3 loops at the bottom where you could do the multi-connector, but then you've got the loop at the top where you can add the clasp. Oh, I like that idea, Louise. Hey, you're good. You're good, you. Now, I'm bringing you more goodies. Wire whacker.
Oh, I've got one of those. Why whack wire? What's it done? It's basically just to work harden it so that it's nice and sturdy. But when you're working with coated wires in particular, you don't want to chip it or damage it by using the hammer on them. So you would put them in between your wire whacker, and that'll keep it nice and safe.
So you're not going to have any of that bit where you go, oh, I love that connector or that word I've just written with me red writing, and then you hit it with a hammer and go, oh,
yeah,
me ready silvery copper.
Now I've got to start all over again because I've just damaged it with the hammer.
Yeah, you don't need to do that with this. No. It's such an easy piece of kit. It really is. It's one of those types of kind of equipment that you think, how wouldn't I think of that? It's so simple, it's so easy, but it just does the job, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Really does.
Exactly that. And it doesn't distort the wire if you're using it between those 2 pieces of plastic or perspex or whatever it is. It's going to stay as intended as you make it, so it stays and it doesn't get damaged.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've got for you the likes of the patterned wire that I've got here.
Yeah.
Is perfect to use within this because it's already got the pattern on it there, ready and raring to go. So if you put the pattern wire in, obviously you don't put the spool in like this, but imagine I've just wire sarnie. No, but imagine you've just got a length in there. Obviously you'll use your whacker. Now you can use it in a few ways. You can just use it as this if you're maybe working with a thinner gauge of wire, but if you're working with a nice 1mm like this, you can actually keep it in, hold it, and hammer on top of it, obviously with a hammer, not with a pair of tweezers. But you can actually hammer on top of that as well, because things like this will still keep its texture, but like we said, it will work harder. Another great thing about it actually is, we always say, don't we, if you're going to be doing a nice little design and you're going to have a crossover section of your wires, so imagine they're two wires, we always say with crossover sections, don't hammer anywhere near it. With this though, actually, because of the material it's made with and because of the form that you're using, you can actually place this over and hammer along, and it kind of it's more forgiving, really, isn't it?
Well, point of fact, if you've made like a little connector with your wire jig, for instance, and it's a nice sort of fancy pattern, you don't want it to be distorted, no, but you want it work hardened, and that's what you would use.
Absolutely.
Perfect for that. Perfect.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's perfect for it. Lovely texturing to it, as you can see. That's there for many different reasons, including helping your pieces stay nicely in check and in design. Your price point today for your Beadsmith Wire Whacker tool, £5.95. Honestly, you cannot say fairer than that. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Because the great thing is with this as well...
Pretty sure I paid more than that for it all those years ago.
It wouldn't surprise me, well, I'll be honest, because that is a naughty price point.
Yeah.
This is one of those tools that's great as well, because nothing's going to fall off it or rust, or you have to replace.
No.
It's just keep using it and using it and using it. And Ollie made a brilliant idea. One-man band. Yeah? Yeah, Karon? Thank you for that, Ollie. That's great. It's great.
I've never seen anyone play a wire whacker before, so that's made my day, that.
Oh, Britain's Got Talent next year, Karon, I'll tell you. Oh, now there's lots of you treating yourself to these, which is lovely to see. It is genuinely a really great tool, and I know a lot of people treat themselves to it, and a lot of people love it, and a lot of our guest designers have it. And if they love it, it's good enough for them. It's most certainly good enough for all of us, isn't it? So do treat yourself to this whilst you can. Great deal there for you. Okay, I'm going to give you a forewarn. What I'm about to bring you is something extremely, extremely special. Some of you may never have even seen it before, ever. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your Marley opal. Stand by. Honestly, you're about to fall in love. You genuinely, genuinely are. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, this is going to look sensational when you see this on camera, and I mean that. You're going to fall in love with all the twists and turns, the delves and the ditches, all of these areas where, don't forget, you know, it's built up with a really silica and water-based substance that goes along all these cracks and crevices within the earth, and essentially what happens is it settles within them over millions and millions and millions of years. And the table of water, now don't forget, when I say the table of water, I'm not talking about wire whacker. Calm down. You've really ruined my flow now, wire whacker. Oh, thanks, Karon.
No problem.
Oh, Karon, you're so useful. Hey, Karon, whilst you're here, have a nosy in this, because we didn't hold it up to the light before.
Oh,
And can you see the pinks?
yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. That's amazing.
Isn't it? Isn't that really special?
That is. Good God. I mean, that's quite a strong colour pink, too. That's not just a little bit.
It's not wishy-washy, is it?
No. Wow, that's
See,
amazing.
Karon, you come and tidy up after me. I'll give you a little opal treat. Thank you, Karon, you love. No, but as we're saying, don't forget, when I talk about the table of water, I'm not talking about the water that's on the surface. I'm talking about the table of water, the water that's in kind of the crust of the earth. And that rises and sinks and falls throughout the year. And essentially what happens is that brings up more and more silica with the rainwater, and then that gets evaporated, and more silica is brought down with the rain again, and that's evaporated. And over years and years and years, and I'm talking millions of years here, not just a few hundred, millions of years, it leaves behind tiny little trace elements of opal within the crust of the earth. And we get opal from lots and lots of different locations, but I have to say this is one of the most notable locations to get your opal from. Oh, I mean, we've all heard of Australian opal, haven't we? It's a mammoth percentage, majority of opal will come from Australia. We also get a decent amount from the likes of Ethiopia, don't we? Hey, we're even getting, you know, opal from the likes of Mexico, and of course, more recently, the USA, we've been bringing you. You know, we can get opal from lots of different places, but this location is one of the most interesting. This is from Marley, okay? So the mining area in Marley, obviously in Africa, sorry, I should point out, the discovery of this only actually took place, it was an accident, essentially, as a lot of gemstone mining is actually, isn't it? It was a complete and absolute accident. And what happened was, in 2009, it was, I think it was May, it was kind of April, May time, a gentleman who we as a company already bought off, we actually bought our African garnet, from this mine owner. Essentially what happened was, as they were mining for garnet, they stumbled upon a orangey coloured garnet that they'd never seen before. Anyway, they went and got it all tested and actually found that it was a new type of opal that hadn't been seen before, the Marley opal. Now, that opal is kind of it's orangey green colour. It's quite hard to explain, actually, kind of a yellowy green colour. And it has a lot of transparency to it. And it was absolutely loved. It was kind of swept up within moments. People fell in love with it. So much so, and you've probably not heard about it, and you've probably not seen that much of it, because the mining started in May 2009 and had finished by the very start of 2010. It wasn't even mined for a year. That's how rare and how exclusive it was. Now, while they were finding that opal, they were finding this opal alongside it. They were finding the opaque blue. Now, your Marley blue opal will be opaque. You know, that's what we look for. That's what you expect. You can get blue opal that has opalescent, but the main body of colour will be opaque like this. But please don't let that fool you. Don't let you for 1 second think that actually what that means then is you just get one coloured stone, because as you've seen, you know, Karen's reaction, that's most certainly not what you get. You get this eerie, almost unimaginable, almost kind of fantasy-like opalescence throughout it, but the opalescence doesn't tend to mimic the colour of the gemstone, i.e. in this case your blue, you tend to get those more vivid colours of pink. Now, a lot of people won't have seen this gemstone before, the opal from this location, and with that, can you try and put into words the opal that you saw, the opalescence you saw as I lifted it up to the light?
It's sort of like a very strong pink, like the tassels there on the garnet. It was that sort of pink coming through.
You're right, actually.
Which is that's pretty awesome, actually, because you're looking at a blue stone and suddenly that pink comes through. That's amazing.
It's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah.
And another thing I would say is, you know, obviously get it into natural light, you'll be able to see even better. But for me, what I love about this gemstone is you do often get those pinks more than any other of the opalescences, more of that eerie kind of look. And I personally, anyway, love pinks and blues together in designs, because they're kind of opposite each other on the colour spectrum, the colour wheel, and therefore I think personally they just work. Hey, Leanne's saying, whoa, what a colour blue, stunning, and what a price. Well, yeah, it is something very, very special indeed. You know, as I say, this was a gemstone that was absolutely found completely and absolutely by accident. Let's say the sister of this, the sister that was found next door to it, essentially in the same area by the same mine owners of that garnet mine that we still work with now. You know, the sister of this, that kind of yellowy, greeny, orangey opal that has translucency, has transparency. It was mined out in a matter of months, mined out completely, never been found since 2009, never to be mined again. This is kind of the sister of it, and it is unique and it is individual. And what I will say to you is, genuinely, the quality of this is outstanding. It truly is. It isn't what it seems, let's just say that. It isn't just a plain blue, angelite-esque stone. What this is it's a hidden treasure. It's got those hidden fantasy miracle aspects to it that if you did just walk past this in a window, you might not see. But when you're making with this, when you get a design in mind with this, when you kind of wear this outside, you're going to see something magical and mystical, unlike anything you've probably seen before. It is unique, it is individual. And I'm bringing this for under £80. I'm stating under 80 because I'm just letting you know that I've done a lot of research on this gemstone from this location, and £80 for the carat weight we've got is an astonishing, I mean, we're beating so many of the prices I've seen online for this same gemstone from that mine. Are you ready for this? This is going to shock you. It shocks me. And I love opal, and I do my research on opal whether I'm in work or not. If I see an opal that I like the look of, I tell you what, I do my research, I look at prices, I compare, I do everything, even without the idea of buying it. I just love to know what's going on. This genuinely is going to shock you. I promised under £80, I meant it. You ready? Oh. Honestly, when I got told the other day about this and the price we were going to, I asked it to be checked. I was like, hang on, no, because I know about this gemstone, I know about this opal, I've seen this opal before. Well, not in the flesh, well, yeah, in the flesh, but, you know, not at the kind of price points and things that we're seeing, but genuinely, at £17.95, I stunned it. Oh, what's this one, Deborah? Oh, Dion, stunning stone, silly price. Please do a blue stone show. Seventh heaven. Actual, really good point there. Genuinely, maybe you should think of doing that one. Maybe you should think of doing that, Dee. Because there's so many blue gems. And also, you know, we're talking about blue. Don't forget, blue is said to be one of the most popular colours in the world.
It's the new Pantone colours as well, is blue, is Serenity and Rose Quartz. Well, you've basically got both those colours within that one stone.
You're completely and absolutely right,
We were talking about this
Karon.
on Facebook the other day, actually, me and my friends, so yeah.
You're absolutely right, actually. Yeah, the Pantone colours that are coming out, the ones for autumn winter are stunning, and the main headline ones, as it were, for next year are phenomenal. And you're right, they are this. They are kind of a muted version of themselves, aren't they? Some of the colours for autumn winter, they're just beautiful.
Well, they've just brought up the new ones for 2016, which is the Serenity and the Rose Quartz, which amazing, yeah.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that like those two colours together.
They're phenomenal, aren't they? I just need to hold this up again. Oh, I wish you could. Well, I was saying I wish you could see this. You will be able to see it. Get it home.
Really, have a look at it because it is amazing.
It really is, isn't it?
I mean, because I've never seen it in the flesh before, so for me to see that is amazing. To see a completely different colour coming through.
Yeah. Now, you did say to me at the beginning of the show, I've never seen it properly in the flesh before, but you do quite like it. And you said, I really fancy, no, you said you will be looking at maybe getting your hands on it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Would you definitely now?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You're a convert.
Yeah, I am, yeah, really. It is a beautiful colour blue. It really is.
It's stunning. And the thing is, you know, it hasn't even just got a plain flat body of colour, which actually, because it's got the pink, would be fine. I'd be happy with that. But it hasn't even got that, has it?
No, there's different tones of blue within each stone anyway.
Look at that one, you know, you get so many sort of textures. You get striped ones like that. You get ones that have got kind of speckles on. Some of them almost look like a sky, you know, with like cloud patterns and things.
So look, it really is an interesting stone, isn't it?
I'm glad you think so, because I love opal. Opal could do no wrong in my eyes. But, you know, I'm glad that other people agree that this is so special. What did you say then, my lovely lady? 32 in baskets, 24 on the phone lines, holding at the moment. So I've got a good sort of 50-something of you waiting to get your hands on it. Please don't hang around. This is a very, very rare opportunity, I would say. I've never seen a quality like this before here at JewelleryMaker myself personally. So. And I most certainly would never have expected that price for this quality. So do treat yourself when you have the opportunity. You know, your names have gone off my screen for a second time, so I'm sorry I can't say hello to all of you, but welcome absolutely everybody. Thank you for joining us today in our Crimbo Limbo time. You're all getting yourself a true deal with this, and if you got that chrome diopside, it would go great. It would go lovely as well with the Spinel.
Oh, it does look nice, yeah.
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 It's a little bit different, isn't it? You get a little bit of nighttime glamour to it. This is coming up for you very, very shortly. Now, And the thing is, it's going loop-de-loo on the phone lines. I'm sorry, it's going absolutely around the twist. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to a break now, so that everyone can have a chance to kind of catch up and get their hands on this, and so that the call centre don't ring us going, ah! So we're going to go to a break now. Do stick with us though, because very shortly after the break we're going to be going over to Karon, and I've also got that beautiful Spinel chain for you. Stay with us. I'll be back after this.
There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with JewelleryMaker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with JewelleryMaker. The JewelleryMaker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to JewelleryMaker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. Join presenter Becky and guest designer Mark Smith on December 31st for the JM Awards show. We'll be announcing the results from the Facebook polls, selecting winners from the viewers' categories and giving out prizes. Make sure you join us to celebrate JewelleryMaker 2015. Join guest designer Sarah Elvin for the Introduction to Bead Looming DVD. Sarah will guide you through many techniques, including adding beads, pattern creations, beading with chips, adding beads to warp thread, as well as how to set up your bead loom. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker. Did you know when you book on a JewelleryMaker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our JewelleryMaker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre. There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from JewelleryMaker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget, you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Hello everybody, welcome to JewelleryMaker. Hi, how are you? My name is Redican, and I have got a little bit of something special for you today. Karon Crawford for starters. Morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Good. How was your break?
quiet, nice.
Yeah, quiet.
Time to have a good look at what you've got over there.
Yeah, you've had a good nosy, haven't you? I like the way you work, Karon. Karon, I'd love to hear your input on one of the other special things we have, and this is your sterling silver Spinel chain.
Oh, it is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? There's so many things you can do with that. Earrings, bracelets, necklaces, well, whatever you want. I mean, you know, the choices are endless.
Kind of anything
So
you can set your
beautiful.
mind to, really, isn't it, with this? You could do so much with it. Now, we have had an incredible amount of interest in this. All of you, if you just treated yourself to that blue opal, well, first off, well done, congratulations and celebrations. In fact, we're going to bring it back in at the bottom of your screen because apparently people have been ringing up, and because we're on the break, it's like, oh, hang on, what was the code and everything else? So we're popping it at the bottom of your screen now for you. It's right there. You know, for all those people who did get their hands on that magnificent opal, maybe you want some of the little bit glitz, a little bit glam to go with it, well then this could most certainly be it. First things first, let's talk about the designed features, shall we? Now, sorry, I don't know why that, do you know when stupid things make you laugh? When I said designed features then, I just imagined myself like showing someone around a car. Do you know what I mean? Like windows, they're good for if you're hot or cold. That's pretty much all I know about cars. Anyway, I've got here for you this gorgeous chain, and the features are so. What we have is you've got 925 chain here. Now, as you can see, if you ignore the kind of dangles, you've got these double wrap rosary link chains which hold in between them a faceted spinel. But then you also get from each of those individual sections whereby you've got the rosary link loops that meet, you have a double dangle from each of them. Can you see that? So each section has 2 dangles hanging from it. That means that for the connector, so if you imagine this is your rosary link here, and you've got the 2 loops, your rosary link. Going into this section here, you've got 2 drops. Now that means on the centre spinel that's on the rosary link chain, you're actually getting 4 around it. You're getting a cluster of 4 around it. That is a lot of spinel. Spinel, of course, being one of your most loved gemstones. It's got the same structure as a diamond, but completely blemish-free in comparison to a diamond, which is beautiful for luster quality. It's a really, really workable chain that we have here with all of those features. And don't forget, every component of this, bar the gemstone obviously, is sterling silver. And that means that you're getting a very, very high shine look. Which, as I was talking about, you know, the structure of it being the same as a diamond and it being blemish-free. Because it's blemish-free, you get so much impact of shine on the surface. Don't forget, when we talk about blemishes, it's, you know, when we talk about inclusions to gemstones, we're talking about the things that go on the inside that maybe distract from kind of the look, the appeal of the gemstone. A blemish is like an inclusion, but it happens on the surface. So again, you know, we're not really looking for blemishes in any gemstones. This gemstone is known for how astonishingly lustrous it is, and one of those reasons is because it is a blemish-free regularly gemstone. But I like that we've gone for such a high shine gem, and we've actually paired it with the highest reflective of all metals. Don't forget for me, silver beats gold, platinum, titanium, and every other precious metal you can think of on its shine. It has the highest RI of any precious metal, and that means that you get this high shine from the spinel, and then you get the high shine from the silver as well. So it's a marriage, really. It's just perfectly done. Beautiful. I wouldn't have the patience to do that. Got one. Didn't even think of that. Oh, Deborah Jane, you're right. I'll be honest, I probably do about 5 rosary link chains before I lose the will and move on to something else. Karon, I bet you've done loads on there.
And it took ages to have had some in the kit that I could just go, dink, there you go.
That would have been fab, wouldn't it?
I mean, you know, it does take a long time to do your own. It really does.
And not only have you had to do the rosary links,
and you've got the little ding, and I've done that as well by hand on a project I did for the magazine. And I did exactly that you're seeing there.
Yeah.
And it took me days.
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 Days. It took me days.
But, you know, if you think about, obviously, when we make, in particular as a hobbyist, or just for fun even, you know, as a gift, say, we don't obviously think charge per time, but it's something you should really take into account, shouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly, because I mean, the longer you take making a piece of jewellery, the less you're actually getting paid at the end of it.
Yeah.
Because you can't always, if you sort of say spent 3 days making something and you spent 8 hours a day making it, you're talking about 24 hours of work. Yeah. You can't then say to the customer, oh, well, I charge £10 an hour for making it. Who's going to pay that, you know, at the end of the day?
Very true.
You know,
Very
so
true.
I think that the less work that you have to do for a piece of jewellery, the more profit you're going to make.
Absolutely. That's a great way to think about it. And, you know, think of it that way even if you aren't making to sell. Making to gift is something to take into account. Now, we've got plenty of these, and that means we're going to do you a real treat of a prize. You ready to get your hands on this? It's new, brand new, correct? Brand new, never seen before. Dion's got her arrows out. She's rolled it down too. £19.95 on this for you today. There's loads of you who've already got it. Everybody pays the same, don't forget, everybody pays exactly the same price point on this. That price for this amount, what do you think, Karon?
That is phenomenal. I mean, the amount of spinel and the amount of silver that you're getting in there. I mean, really, go into a shop and see if you can get one of those with a clasp on the end for that price, because you wouldn't get it.
Astonishing, isn't it?
No, you would not get it.
You just couldn't get it. And I think for all the detail of this, then at that price, it's phenomenal.
Think of all the work that's gone into making that.
And don't forget, it's not made by a machine.
No.
You know, it's not. It is created by one of our very, very, very skilled workers. I just think it's astonishing. And please don't forget for me, I know, when you're looking at it now, you're probably thinking, like I am, ooh, do myself a quick bracelet, matching necklace, and an anklet, and I'm done and dusted. But actually, you can go wild with this, can't you? You can use it. You don't have to use it all as it is. You can even take off these individual ones if you wanted to, and just have that main chain and use those for setting into something. You could use these for headband pieces. You can use them just, you know, just one little section like that as a pair of earrings. You can use them in so many different ways, can't you?
And if you look at any, I mean, I'm really sort of into sort of Bollywood designs, and they use a lot of those little seed beads dangling on the ends of their jewellery. And so if you sort of like got a dropper bead like the amethyst, for instance, or the opal, and if you were to sort of put that around, if you could sort of wire it around each dropper, that'd look fantastic, wouldn't it?
That's a really nice idea. Use your imagination, but you see where I'm going with it. Almost framing it, actually, wouldn't you? One of the smaller ones. That's a really nice idea.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, I like that. And I love, you know, you're talking about Bollywood and everything, and I love that it has that movement to it.
Exactly. I'm big into having movement in my pieces, in my pieces of jewellery. So I do like little tassels on the end, and I do like little dangly bits and moving bits. I like to see it as more interest, and it captures the attention.
It gives real interest, doesn't it? And it just sort of shimmies for you.
Yes.
Be my. Is that me? Is that Becky, do you think? Be my. Becky, I'm guessing. Can you show this across your forehead, please? Yes.
Look at that.
Oh, that looks so good, if I do say so myself. Don't you think?
That's fabulous, isn't it?
I love that. It gives a real nice look, a real nice detail. And actually, they do ones where they can kind of, you kind of pin it to your hair and they swoop it down from the hairline as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Love that idea. Love that idea.
I do as well, actually. I think it looks wonderful.
It's phenomenal, isn't it? And great for new starters too, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, anyone can use that. That's the point.
Yeah.
And make a piece of jewellery within minutes.
Within minutes. Just to let everybody know, this just in. Redditch call centre has had a small power cut. Everything's fine. They're logging back in now. So if you've been trying to get in touch with them or trying to get in you know, trying to call them and you've had a dial tone or something like that, they had a bit of a power cut. So it's all back up and running now. Don't worry, everyone's fine. Hello, Deborah Jane. People pay more for junk jewellery from supermarkets.
Exactly.
Why?
Yes.
They have no taste. I think that is a point to make, actually. You can pay much more.
Oh, and I have seen much more for basically plastic and tat.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. And I do agree in the way that, you know, why would you pay the same amount for something when you can get the real precious metal and the real gemstone?
Yeah.
It doesn't really compute to me.
I mean, all you've got to learn to do is open up a jump ring and close it to put a clasp on the end of that to make yourself a bracelet.
Phenomenal, isn't it?
You've got ready, you know, wearable jewellery that you walk into a jeweller's and try finding it for that price. It just wouldn't happen, would it?
No. Louise is saying, good morning, Karen. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, Dion. Good morning. Good morning, crew. That means Kerry. Give us a wave, Kerry. Look at Kerry directing. Look at her. Multitasking, that is. That's multitasking. And Ollie now is behind the camera. Good morning. He says, oh, yes, 2 in the bag for Lou. Good on you, Lou.
My
hey,
son
why not?
Mitchell was watching him when Ollie came on, because Ollie's the absolute double of him. My youngest son and
Really?
my youngest son Mitchell and Ollie are like twins. They look almost exactly
How old
alike.
is your youngest son?
He's 27, coming at 28.
27, Ollie? Yeah. Ollie's taking that and running with it.
Shaved 8 years off me.
8 years off you?
Never.
Oh, don't. You won't be able to get out the door. And hello to Cass as well. I forgot to say hello to Cass. I didn't know if you were there. Where are you, Cass? Cass? There are you. Good morning, Cass. Sonia says, I love, love, love buying when Deep Baby is in the chair. Whoop, whoop. Got mine fab news, girly. Oh, thank you, Sonia. That is fab news. Congratulations to everybody. Deep Baby is in the hot seat, bless you. Life's too short, lol, says Louise. I think
Exactly.
It was Becky. Sorry. That's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry. Claire, got you. A great deal there for you. I'm going to move on, though, because I want to get on to Karen's wonderful kit now, and I'm sure we all do, don't we? So I've got a quick text, though, first. A loose headband with a chain would look stunning. I adore that idea. You could do so much of that, and it really will speak to you, I'm sure. Speaking of speaking to you,
Yeah.
I bet this had a few lovely
Look
words
at what
to
you
say.
get, yeah.
Now, I've got loads to get through in here, so please bear with me. I'm going to power through this as quickly as I possibly can. I need you know that our first kit sold out pretty much with it by the time I'd walked over to Karon. We imagine this is going to do the same, in particular of the beauty of this and the stunning designs. Isn't it great to have so many gemstones?
It is, because honestly, there was even one strand that I didn't get to use. That's how much you've got in this kit.
You've got so much in here.
Yeah.
You really do. Let me show you exactly what you're getting here today. I've got, first off, this sensational, rich Wishes ruby does that it had this colour, red garnet. These are your faceted rondelles. The sparkle, the twinkle on this is something absolutely abundant. And when you see exactly how Karen's worked these all together in this kind of wonderful pattern design, they just come alive even more. Big amount of those ones as well. Big strand, looking at about 30 carats worth. I've also got in here Labradorite. Don't forget, it's the awards tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, be with us, 8 o'clock, for the awards. Be the first to know exactly what, who's the winners of what, including Best Gemstone, which, as we know, you voted this for many a year. But will Labradorite make it again? Who knows? All I know is this is a very, very pretty strand, because it does have clarity in. I've also got here for you a really, really rich agate that has got this gentle blue coating on it. Now, it is an agate at the heart. And what we've done is we've lavished it in this coating, and that gives it this kind of submetallic glow. The great thing about doing that is you still see the body of colour actually through the gemstone, in particular when you look on the ends and you see this blue that kind of merges into a gold and a pink colour. But another great thing is you get that submetallic look without it being too overly weighty. If you get big pieces of hematite, you know, it can be really, really weighty. Now, I personally love that, but I know that's not for everyone. You get the look, but without too much of that excessive weight. I've also got in here for you, I'm going to save that until last because I love it. You've got your clear quartz here, and these are in 3mm rounds. Really astonishing clarity on there, really, really properly real eye clear. And when you've got eye clarity on a quartz, what you've essentially got there is you've got something that evaluation would look for. You're looking for clarity. Quartz, of course, dependent on what type. You've generally got your grade 2 or grade 1 gemstone there. If this were to be classed as a grade 2, I tell you what, it's at the absolute pinnacle, because that to me is totally eye clear. And then last but by no means least, wow, the clarity again on this is phenomenal, and the tiny very, very intricate, oh sorry I've dropped that, facet work on these is phenomenal. It really is. These are your faceted rondelles, decent size and then cracking carat weight. You've got from around a 5x3 to an 8x4. Can you see that kind of glow as I move this with my finger? Just fantastical. So already 5 very impressive strands, but guess what? I'm adding wire. Not only have I got my long lost friend, I feel like I haven't seen you in ages, it's our new coloured gold wire, which has just a wonderful warm colouring. This is your 1.25 wire that we have here, a big, big, big amount there, 1.25. It's one of our highest gauges of wire that we do here at JewelleryMaker. And then look, you've also got the twisted in that gold as well. This is your 0.5, and just a reminder if you've only just tuned in, this isn't 2 pieces of 0.5 twisted together so it feels like a 1mm. This is a square piece of 0.5mm wire twisted. So that means you get this lovely chain-like look and you get that 0.5. So you can use it for weaving too if you want. This is your bejeweled wire work. Get ready, because you've got a big amount here. You've got quality, 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 and quality again. One price point, you ready for this? Bejeweled wire work. Dion got her arrows out and rolled this down big time. We've just brought this to you at £24.95. I mean, the amount you're getting, the look you're getting, it's our newest family of wire, really. It's astonishing, isn't it? Really phenomenal, really absolutely exceptional. What do you think, Karon, of that price point, please?
It's madness, isn't it? I mean, 5 strands of gemstones, 2 reels of wire. That says it all, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it, actually?
That says it all.
It really does. Because
£24.95.
yeah, because for some of our wire that we've been bringing recently has been that price for a spool.
Yeah.
And a great price at that, but you're getting so much here. Leanne's just spluttering. She's going, cough, cough, choke. My dog has just had a coffee shower. What a price. Oh, your poor pooch. But I know, everyone I think was shocked. Well, I can tell absolutely everyone is shocked at that. Just an astonishing, astonishing deal there for you. There's so many of you. The last one sold out, this is going to do the same. And some of you who've recently tuned in might not have even seen Karon's design. We showed them to you earlier on in the show, but we'll keep your eyes peeled because I'm about to walk past. I'll walk past, like, we've done that one already. That's special, isn't it? Isn't it? That's the one we're doing for you right here, right now. Hello again, Karon. Okay, so last time it was Merlin.
Yeah.
This time it's Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Her inspiration for this piece. I just adore it. So what made you kind of bring this to mind apart from your much-loved box set?
Well, I think when you got those colours together, they sort of look like, to me anyway, that's what sprung to my mind, was sort of these sort of medieval colours and tones that, you know, and especially with the dark red and the sort of like royal blue there, you want to sort of make something quite regal looking. So,
and I think
Game
you've
of Thrones
absolutely done
was definitely a fun thing to watch while I was making it, and You're giving me the inspiration of where to go with the design.
I love how you've thought about every single aspect, even around the back of this. You've got, if I show you the back, you've got that gorgeous detail here, even with those quartz that just give this gorgeous twisted look and design, just to really carry that look on. I think it's phenomenal. Where do we start on this, please? Please,
Okay.
please. Karon.
Right, so I've cut 3 lengths of the 1.25 wire.
And what do you think of this wire? Because it's one of our newest colours,
It's brilliant. I think it's a beautiful colour. It really is. I mean, it's not quite rose gold, but it's virgin on that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's 3 20-inch lengths of the 1.25 wire, which I've put together, and I've bound them together there with some of the 0.5 millimeter wire, sorry, the twisted wire. So what I'm going to do first of all is show you how to make the attachments for that go around the necklace there. So this is what you're going to start with, these bended pieces, and to make them I've cut this is where people shout at me for this all the time, because I've just been talking inches, now I'm going to swap over to centimetres, and I've cut 12 centimetres of the 1.25 millimetre wire.
Okay.
And I'm going to measure 5 centimetres along, so if I measure it up against that, I know that's 5 centimetres. There you go.
Wendy's just quickly messaging saying, can you please have some silver-plated crimp bead covers, please, Dee? I'm desperate for them. Dee says, we've not got any today. We've got some sterling silver ones in for the awards tomorrow morning, so we hope that helps you, Wendy. Thank you.
So there you are. So you measure about 5 centimetres along and bend it at right angles. Then you measure about 2 centimetres along and you bend at right angles again, so that you get that shape.
Lovely.
All right. What we're going to do then is you're going to put one side. Remember, you've got a bunch of 3 wires together there, which sort of gives you an indent either side of the top wire there for you to sit these pieces onto. Now it's a bit tricky to get them on, because you've got to almost have about 6 hands to do this, so bear with me, because it's not the easiest of things to do, but it's doable, I promise you.
So maybe something like a handy Andy would help, or just a friend.
But yeah, it might be worth you sort of, if you find this really difficult, is just to put a bit of tape on the one side while you wire around the other, and then remove the tape as you need.
Does it get
sort of
easier once you've caught it?
Yeah, once you've caught it like that, then it's pretty easy going. And using this twisted wire as well to wrap with gives it a really good grip and adds a little bit of texture to the design as well, which certainly helps. There we are. As you can see, once you've done a couple of wraps, it then becomes a lot easier to do. And don't worry if there's still a little bit of movement with these, because you're never going to get it to sort of stay solid due to the nature of the beast, really. There's always going to be a little bit of movement there, but get these wraps as tight as you can, because you obviously don't want them sort of too mobile.
No.
But I think you can see with mine, they do sort of move around a little bit, so I'm going to just have to backtrack a little bit on there, because I've gone over a bit on my wraps.
So we need to make sure they're next to each other, do we?
Yeah.
And what's the best way to do that? Just time, just take time.
Yeah, not rush like I am, because there you go. And what I've done is I've cut a long enough piece to sort of carry on with the wrapping all the way along this side of the necklace. So you're looking at about 2 meters. Now, if you find it difficult to work with such long pieces of wire, then don't work with long pieces of wire. You can always add more as you go along. So if you prefer to work with shorter lengths of wire, please do. And then you carry on again, wrapping in between, like so. And I've done about in between where I've put these pieces on, in between there I'm doing about 20 wraps.
Okay.
7.
And how much tension are you putting on there?
Quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I'm pulling this around tight. Right. Right. Because you want those and as you can see, there's still a little bit of movement with those, but like I say, that's just going to happen. But as long as it's not sort of flopping around too much, you're fine. Right, so the next stage then is to sort of make these into the loops and the open spirals you want to add your gemstones. So just sort of ease these around, and you'll notice I'm using chain nose pliers for this. And shot there. There we are, that's better. And you just want a big enough loop to be able to wire on your gemstone. And I've used, again, I've cheated a bit because I'm adding a little bit of 0.4 wire, and that's simply because for this type of thing it's going to be easier to use.
Okay.
Right. Always give yourself a working tail whenever you're doing something like this, so you've got something to hold on to, simply to get the wraps nice and tight. Those out the way a sec. And you want to wrap that around about 3 times so that you know it's securing your gem in there nice and tightly. Right, once you've wrapped that round about 3 times, 3 or 4 times, it doesn't really matter. Thread on one of your blue beads. Makes it look a bit like a peacock feather, doesn't it, as well, going around?
I was thinking that earlier when I looked, yeah. Because they obviously have all the throngs before the eye, don't they?
Exactly.
Like that.
And the colour as well, I think, lends itself to that sort of design as well.
Debbie's message saying, "Oh, Karen, my pre-birthday treat. Love your designs, hon."
Oh, bless, thank you.
They're amazing, aren't they? I mean, it's ridiculous, really. It's just astonishing.
Then you just trim off your excess wire. Now then, what you want to do then is, where that little gap is in your loop, can you see where I'm holding on to that there? You just start pulling your spiral around and inward like that. So that's basically how you form, and then you do it's exactly the same with the other side and on each side, so that it ends up looking like the ones on either side of the necklace. I'm going to push on because I want to show how to do the first little beaded focal piece there.
Okay.
And again, I'm going to be using the 0.4 wire, and this is simply I've chosen to add a bit of 0.4 wire here, simply because we're dealing with tiny drill holes with your gems, because obviously they're not going to put big drill holes in gems because they'd be wasting all that precious material.
Absolutely.
So this is why they end up with such small drill holes. So, and because they're graduated in size, what I'm going to say to you is I started off with the smallest first.
Okay.
And here we go. I'm going to start by adding the wire.
So against the 0.4.
Yeah. Right. Thread on one of your little gems. And I think you'll be able to see that. I don't know whether they can see it in there, but you can see whether I've started off with the smallest and worked my way down to the slightly larger ones. Right. Now you can see there's two wires. There's two wires at the top of this little V shape here. Yeah. And I'm putting the wire in between. Whoops. I've just hit garnets everywhere.
Oh, don't worry.
That was clever.
Don't worry.
Right, so yeah, and I'm wrapping that around.
My director's just said, don't worry, we have to put up with Becky doing that all the time. It's true.
So, yeah, I'm sweeping up the floor later, can't I?
Yeah, whilst you're down there, there's some Eslan that I dropped before.
So yeah, so what I've done is I've wrapped it in between the wires once, and then I'm going to wrap it around both wires twice. Shouldn't have put them there really, it's daft. Like so. Then I'm going to go back in between the wires twice, and this is just to get the spacing right for adding the next row. Now you can see I've started off with just one. What I'm going to do now is probably going to be wide enough to fit two in.
So do you sort of judge it by eye and gemstones?
Yeah, basically what you do is thread on a couple, see how it fits in. There we are. So we are going to need two for that. So you go in between your wire, round both twice. Then between the wires twice. Then you bring the wire down behind the work, like so. There you go.
I see.
Back round the V shape twice. And then you're ready to thread on your next row. So that's just sort of, as you can see, that doing what you're doing at the top here spaces it out ready for your next row of beads. And if you see, I'm going diagonally along, and then I'm graduating up inside as I go. All right?
I see.
And then your next little V shape then is going to come just slightly. It's going to just come slightly over the top of the last one, and it's going to be slightly longer.
So this is a different piece of wire now, is it?
No,
to the one we bent before.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, sorry. Yeah, it is. So it's one of the other pieces. So
the original three.
And yeah, and then you just sort of slightly overlap it, like I've got there, like that.
Yes,
and then once you've done all your V shapes and you've got all your beads sorted and they're on there, and then you can go around the edging then with what I've used is the plain white quartz rounds, clear quartz rounds rather, around the edging, and put a little blue bead as a dropper on the end.
That's so pretty.
Okay.
I love that. And isn't it nice how you've kind of framed those?
Yeah.
It's just so pretty.
It's a really fun piece actually. I wanted to sort of look a little bit medieval, but so I sort of went, you know, like when they do the jousts and they have this sort of medieval bunting up, I wanted it to sort of look similar to that. So yeah.
And it does look like that. It does. Medieval bunting, that's the word. Goes wrong. I was going to go buffet. My mind's on food, Louise said. Just laughing. Where else would you hear? Garnets are going everywhere. Well, I know. You're right. You're right, actually. You are right, actually. Yeah, completely. Thank you, Karon, so much for sharing us that.
You're welcome.
We've got just enough time to squeeze in something special. This is our Wall of Fame.
Way.
Hello everybody, it's lovely to see you today. It's New Year's Eve and I'm here with the gorgeous Karon Crawford, who we don't get to see that often on the morning show.
No,
so nice for you to do the Wall of Fame with us.
Yeah, I love doing the Wall of Fame.
Now we're going to get through all of our Wall of Fame treats today. Would you like to get started?
Yeah.
And don't forget, I've got the drawing in a few minutes.
Okay, so
nice.
This is the first one, and it's 391. And this is from Deborah Tovey. Good morning. Please find attached a photo of a necklace and earrings set that I made for my sister-in-law for Christmas, which she is modelling for me. They are purple banded agate centre drill coins with gold-plated 925 findings and chain, all from JM. Deborah. Isn't that gorgeous?
I would
love to have gotten that for Christmas.
I know, what a great one. Thank you for that. This, gorgeous polymer clay, 396. And this belongs to Sue. She says, Happy New Year to all at JN. Thank you. Got bored over Christmas, so made this brooch with polymer clay. I'm really into brooches at the moment, enjoy making them. Good luck to all, and that is Sue in Chesterfield. Well, Happy New Year to you as well, Sue. And hey, if you get bored and you create this, get bored more often. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
I've got this stunning bracelet. This is 392 and it's from Ali Perry. This week's entry is a beaded Kamihimo bracelet which I made after attending the course with Prue a while ago. Happy New Year to all, hoping for a win, Ali. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Really pretty.
Happy New Year to you as well, Ali.
Yeah, thank you. We've got, Debbie says, whoop, whoop, that's mine, the first one Karon showed, that was his. 397, thanks for sending that in, Debbie. This is from Sheila, and it says, this week's entry is a photo of a bracelet and earrings featuring abalone and green quartz, all gems and finies from JM. And that is Sheila. Thank you very much for that, Sheila. I love that. I like how you've matched the colours as well. 397, good luck to you.
And look at this stunner. 393, and this is from Sarah Owen. Hi JM, here is my Wall of Fame entry for this week. This is an abalone shell wrapped with silver-filled wire with faceted shell pearl and S-shaped chain. I have used faceted green apatite and blue opal small rondelles in between the wire work. I have used 2 magnetic clasps at the front of the necklace as the recipient has limited use of her hands. What a good idea. Matching earrings with the smaller abalone shell. All stones and clasps are from JM. Regards, Sarah. That is absolutely stunning.
What a beautiful, beautiful selection. Yeah. Thank you so much. 398, some Charite in here for us, and this is from Sarah. She says, I have loved making this bracelet and necklace set on Christmas Eve, so I've decided to enter it to the Wall of Fame. It is made using your wonderful Charite faceted rondelles, which I think are great because they are unusual. You don't see them on the high street. The sterling silver chain is also from you, which is great quality. I love watching your shows for new techniques and inspiration, and that is Sarah from Bolton. Oh, how nice is that you were making that on Christmas Eve? Thank you for sending that in. I love that gemstone. I think you're right. 398. Good luck.
And this is 394, and this is from Mark Goodger. Hello, you lovely people at JM. Please find attached my entry for the Wall of Fame. This is a set of tiaras I made for my mum and sisters for Christmas Day. The tiara bands are from JM and the crystals from my stash. These are the result of my second attempt at making a tiara, the technique from which I learnt from watching the wonderful Linda Brumwell. Thank you for bringing so much fun and inspiration every day. Regards, Mark. Isn't that lovely?
I think they're fab.
What a lovely, thoughtful gift.
Really thoughtful. 399 here, and this says, hi to all. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. My entry is this Wall of Fame twisted bracelet made from mother of pearl and clear quartz with a magnetic clasp. All components are from JewelleryMaker. Would love a win as I've overspent at Christmas and can't indulge my hobby, but good luck to everyone who enters. Happy New Year to all, and that's Love Ali. Thank you for sending that in, and yeah, well, good luck to you and Happy New Year to you too. Very nice, that 399.
And I've got 395, which is absolutely gorgeous. Helen McPhillips, hi all at JM. My entry for this week's Wall of Fame is a bracelet with sapphires, all from JM. I love the sterling silver bracelet chains, they are beautiful. Good luck to all the Entries to the Wall of Fame, love from Helen in Cornwall. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that.
Thank you so much for sending that in. Great colours there. And finally, I've got 400, which says, hello, everyone. This is a zircon and opal necklace with gold-plated sterling silver, all from JewelleryMaker. Obviously, I've been so busy making jewellery for presents for other people for Christmas that I've had no time to treat myself. So this one is definitely mine. I'd just like to wish everyone a happy new year and good luck in the draw, and also thanks to everyone at JewelleryMaker for making what has been an extremely challenging year much more bearable and sparkly. Love and luck for 2016, and that is Julie Dudley from the Isle of Wight. Oh, Julie, that's a really very thoughtful message, and well, you know, zircon and opal.
Can't go wrong. That is gorgeous.
You cannot. I love that. And thank you very much for that lovely message. Good luck to you. 400. Okay, I just need to forewarn you. I have been told to be very careful with the tombola because apparently a bit of it's broken. Now, which bit's being silly? This bit. Just where the key is. Right, okay, I'll just... I won't, no, that's fine. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to pick out the second place, if I may, and second place... What? But you can't even open it, it's sellotape shut. It's sellotape closed. How are you meant to do this? Pull it with my hand? Put my hand in there. Tiny. Right, I'm going to pick up second place now. Second place, by the way, is going to be getting £50, can you believe, accredited to their account. Hang on. Oh, there we go. This one is number 334. That's 334. Laura... Who? Haining, Laura Haining, that's yours. 334, Laura Haining, £50 credited to your account. And I'm going to let Karon pick out the winner now.
How exciting.
Right. They are. Keep your hand in there, Karon.
I got one, I got one.
Yeah.
And I've got 348.
348, number 348. Shirley Harry, that belongs... Harris, Shirley Harris,
I think I know Shirley.
Oh, that's lucky, isn't it? You are getting £100 accredited to your account, so congratulations to the both of you. Do keep those entrances coming in as per usual. Okay, for the last few minutes of this hour, I better bring you something very special. It's a star by. Okay, everyone, it's star by time, and star by means I'm going to bring you something a little bit different, a little bit special, but something oh so cool. This has been seen before, but only once before apparently, and this is your silver patterned wire. Now, this wire is something really different. It's something I have to say is quite fantastic. And essentially what we have here is a patterned wire with this gorgeous detailing to it. If I show you from the side, it's genuine real deal silver plated. So what we have here is you have that base of the wire, and then you have the silver lay over the top of it. Now, it's got this lovely pattern detail. Can you see that? Can you see how it's textured? How it's got all that detail and that intricacy. Now what that does is catches the light in a really unique way. You see that? Catches the light in a really individual and unique manner. And what we've got with this is something very different indeed. You've got a kind of texturing look and detail to it, which has already been created for you. Now, it's not a twisted wire, it is just a textured wire. Now, Karon, can I ask you, what must be good about getting a textured wire, please, like this?
Well, the thing is, you don't have to, again, you're not having to do any of the work yourself. You don't have to get the hammer out and texture it. It's all done for you. and then you don't have to worry about damaging the wire, just to get a little bit of interest and texture into your piece. It's all there done for you.
Yeah, it is. It's all there done.
Anything that sort of cuts down on your work is a really good buy.
It is a great thing. It saves you time. And one thing I will say is, I've hammered wire before, and it takes quite a bit of skill.
It does, yes.
It really does. And to get it as patterned like this, that's obviously a really even texture, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, you're never going to sort of get it that sort of evenly spaced texture on, you know, if you do it yourself. So yeah, I think it's lovely to work with as well, and the colour is, because it's particularly white silver wire as well. I think, you know, it's certainly and it's the satin lustre rather than the very shiny.
You're right.
So
actually,
again, you're sort of getting different lustres, different textures coming within your jewellery. So all of this sort of adds interest to a piece without you having to sort of overwork and put too much time into something, you know. So it's cutting down on the amount of time that you put into a piece without taking away the aesthetics.
And when we're talking about the kind of interesting look of this, in the fact that it has got more of a satin-like look, what is that going to give to our designs if we've not got anything like that in our stash?
What in what way? Sorry, that.
If we have some really high shine wire, and I'm sure loads of people have high shine wire, it's quite different to see something like this. Why is that good?
Simply because for me personally, I put the shiny and the satin together so that you get that sort of contrast. And I think that the more contrast, texture, and interest you've got in a piece of jewellery, the more elegant and the more eye-catching it becomes without you having to sort of overdo things.
I like that. It almost does a bit of the work for you.
Yeah, it does.
I've got a massive amount here. It is 1 mil that we have in total, and we have 10 metres worth of it on the spool. Your price point today should be £24.95. There's 10 metres worth on this spool for you, just to let you know. And it is a 1 mil, but today we've dropped it down to £19.95 for you today. If you want to get your hands on something a little bit different with a little bit of a different look and texture, this is doing it, isn't it? That's hitting the nail on the head. Don't forget for me that absolutely every single one of you will pay that same price. Even those people who are checking out 1 and 2 before we drop that price tag from the kind of £25 mark. £19.95. Dion has given you a star by price point on this today. Like I say, I've not actually seen it before. 6 o'clock. Oh, $6 in my 8 o'clock hour. I'm going to show you something that will go really well with the silver. You know, we're talking about mixture of kind of textures. It'll go really nicely with the silver spinel we had earlier. But let me just show you it alongside this. When you think it couldn't get more luxurious, it manages to, doesn't it? This is coming up for you after the break, ladies and gentlemen. Well done to everyone who got their hands on that wire. Like I say, I think it's only been seen once before, and we'll just drop the price of it for you now. Everybody, we are going to be back for more inspiration, more stunning designs, and more deals like this. I'll see you in a few minutes.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. Join presenter Becky and guest designer Mark Smith on December 31st for the JM Awards Show. We'll be announcing the results from the Facebook polls, selecting winners from the viewers' categories, and giving out prizes. Make sure you join us to celebrate Jewellery Maker 2015.
Amethyst is an incredibly popular gemstone. It's one of the rare gemstones that everybody can instantly recognise. This is owing to its beautiful purple hues, and it can be seen in light purple through to a really, really dark, rich purple too. Amethyst is called several things. You get lavender amethyst for your light purple and rose de France for your more pinker tones. It is thought that the colouring element within amethyst itself is derived from titanium, but this is still not something that has been scientifically proven. Amethyst is perfect for the use in jewellery. Being 7 Mohs on the hardness scale, it means it's incredibly durable. Amethyst also shows tiger-like inclusions, like tiger stripes, and these are identifying the inclusions within the gemstone itself.
Did you know that the JewelleryMaker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping. Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair comb, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with JewelleryMaker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee?
If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Good morning. It is still, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Hello, all. Welcome to JewelleryMaker. It's lovely to see you all today. My name's Rebecca Redican. Do feel free to call me Becky, though. And today, we've had so much already. We've had 2 whole demos. We've had some amazing chrome diopside. We've had some astonishing blue opal. And I've had a lot of creativity and step-by-step instruction from the very talented Karon Crawford.
Hi.
Do you ever get bored of being told how great your pieces are, Karon?
Never.
Good.
No.
Good. I'm glad. Because they are.
Never getting bored of that.
They are just astonishing.
Thank you.
Now, we've seen all of both of Karon's stunning piece today, and honestly, we've had so many messages in. Sharon Louise is saying, good morning, Becky and Karon and crew.
Hiya.
Loving the designs. I know, Sharon Louise, lovely to speak to you as always. We've had so many messages like this, obviously. Laura's saying, wow, thank you so much, Becky, for picking my number out. That has made my day. Happy New Year to all. Well, Laura, you know, I'll do what I can. Oh, and congratulations, £50 there for you. How nice is that? Nice, isn't it? I'm bringing something special now, and you had your eye on the silver version. What do you think?
I know, I spotted that, yeah.
Of the gold version.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I mean, really, I'd be buying both of those.
Yeah. Would you?
Really would, yeah.
Now,
I think they're an excellent buy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've got for you here the genuine 925 sterling silver, but it does have gold overlaid on the top of it, and it is a gold plating that we have on the top of this. Now, these, just to let you know, are Madagascar Spinel, very, very high shine, beautifully highly faceted. And then you've got the 925 that's been enveloped in that genuine gold, 18 karat gold we've got on these arms, ladies and gentlemen. And so you're getting a real nice prestigious grade of gold over the top of that silver. Now, we are bringing this to you as a star buy, which means you know you're going to get something a little bit different and a little bit special. I love that with this, because you've got the Spinel and it has that virtuous lustre to it. I like how that kind of, and that deep, deep, rich blackness, darkness and deepness, and almost forebode, I suppose, to the colour of it. I like how it goes with that sunshine gold. How the sunshine gold always lifts it, doesn't it? It gives it a real nice, beautiful appearance to go with that highly virtuous gemstone. There's lots of you already treating yourself to this, and what I will say is, you know, we were saying earlier, if you weren't watching earlier, things like this take such a long time to create, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Days.
It would take a mammoth amount of work.
Really does.
And actually, it's interesting to talk about, because this is 925, obviously it's got gold over the top, which we don't even do wire-wise, do we? But you would need a lot of wire to create this,
You get a lot of waste out of it as well, that's the point. When you buy it like this, even if you're sort of cutting into small sections, there's not going to be as much waste as if you were making it yourself.
Yeah.
Because then you would get a lot more sort of, I mean, you wouldn't sort of throw that out, you would keep it and use it for other things, but you still need an awful lot more wire to make it up than is actually going to be in the piece.
Yeah. And, yeah, because you have all the little loops to cut off because it's so intricate in particular. And the thing is, too, about it, you know, you've got a double wrap loop on either side of the gemstone in this section, but then you also have the ball head brim and the double wrap loop on each of those two dangles from every single section. I would guess, and I'm being very, very sort of reserved, I would say, on my guess, I would guess about 1.5 meters, maybe 2 meters of 925 wire you'd need with this, with the gold plate. Now, that would be a pretty penny to buy, wouldn't it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
100% would be. So it's great to be able to bring it to you already done. Save you the hassle, save you the time, save you the wastage, as Karon so rightly put it, and bring this to you at an astonishing price point. It really is going to be a deal and a half for you today. It's New Year's Eve, and we are treating you to a naughty, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, a naughty star buy. $24.95 is phenomenal, but Dion says I'm feeling really naughty, so she's going to take this down in price. You're not going to believe this. She's going to wait for it. Matching the silver. She's matching the silver. This has got gold plate over the top of it. You've just matched the price on both of these, so now you really can get them both, can't you?
Yeah, easily. I mean, it's so affordable.
Yeah.
It really is. You get several pieces of jewellery out of each of those.
In particular is the fact that this one's got your gold overlay on the top of it.
Yeah, which costs even more.
Yeah, of course
I mean, if you look at the prices of a gold wire compared to silver, gold-plated wire compared to silver-plated wire, the gold-plated is always more expensive.
It's just astonishing. It really, really, really is just amazing. And one thing I would say is, as a little reminder, that for your gold over the top of this, you have got 18 carats worth there.
Yeah.
It's 18 carat gold we've got.
Gosh.
So the quality really is genuinely epic. Let me hold that out for you so you can see the design of this. Lots of you coming through for this. Welcome, welcome everybody. Lovely to see you all. Happy New Year's Eve. Lovely lovely to see you all. I hope you're getting ready for the big day. I hope you all had a lovely sleep. I hope nobody got woken by the storms. It was so breezy last night. It was so breezy. I had one of those nights where you think someone's trying to get into your house, but it's just the wind. Because if people were trying to get into your house, they probably wouldn't be going whoo by the window. But for some reason, you think that is a person, that is some sort of intruder. But thankfully, it wasn't. To be honest, it probably. Have you ever seen Labyrinth?
With David Bowie
in it?
Yeah.
I've never seen it before. I watched it yesterday for the first time. Oh, it was brilliant. Yeah. I was absolutely captivated. So yeah, I don't think that really helped because it is scary at points, isn't it? Labyrinth. Yeah. Don't you think?
It is. It is a bit scary, isn't it? Despite all the little Muppets and things that are in it or whatever they are.
Yeah. And all those things that pop their heads off and stuff and try and steal a head. Oh, I tell you what, it was frightening. Probably didn't help. I'd also watched Agatha Christie all day yesterday as well. So, you know, just what, Kerry?
Really cool.
Kerry's just gone, nothing, that's just really cool. I said some sarcasm. Hello, Leanne. It says, my 7 dogs are keeping away from me now as they have just had another coffee shower. Oh, Leanne, 7 dogs. Oh, wow. That is a lot of legs in your household, isn't it? That is a lot of mucky pools. That's astonishing. Give love to all of your dogs for me. Poppy puppies. Hello, puppies. That's for all of your dogs. I can do what? That whistle thing. Oh, yeah, well, you don't... Yeah. Used to be great at school. Not that I ever did this, but, you know, just, like, sat there. Your teacher turned around. Who's whistling? I don't know.
Brilliant.
I obviously never did that. Hello, Louise. Really bad here in Cheshire. The gold is a lovely colour, not brash. Yeah, I know, Louise. Not great grey weather anywhere today, I'm afraid. In particular, us northerners. So do stay safe wherever you are. Genuinely do. Do be very careful if you're going out anywhere, because I have to say my drive was horrendous. But you are absolutely right, Louise. The gold is a gorgeous colour indeed. Very, very warming. I've got lots more treats coming up for you today. I've got the amethyst as well coming up in a little bit. Look at that. Julie is saying, can I just agree with Julie? Julie's messaged in saying, can I just agree with Julie, who messaged in before? Thank you to all at JewelleryMaker for making a challenging year bearable. Also, thank you to my friend Margaret in Edinburgh for introducing me to making jewellery. Great therapy from Julie in Fleetwood. Oh, Julie, thank you for that.
Nice. Yeah.
That's lovely. Yeah. Oh, bless you. That's really, really kind of you. And I'm glad we could make a difference. That's really nice of you. Oh, nice.
It is nice, isn't it?
Hello to Susie. What a great idea, Deborah from Essex. A blue gemstone day with Dion. That would be fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to have to do that.
Maybe you could present it. She's going, now. All right, the thought was there. Stephanie in Caerphilly says, hi all, Happy New Year. I've got 6 dogs, 4 pups.
Oh, my word.
A buyer is coming later, and that is Steph from South Wales.
Oh.
I bet your house is full at the moment. Are you going to miss your puppies when they go?
Oh, God.
I really want another puppy. Really badly.
I had one when I was very young, a little puppy, and we had to give it away, and I was so upset.
Oh,
I
it's
was
horrible,
heartbroken. I really was, yeah.
I was round having Christmas with my family the other day, a belated Christmas, because my parents live in Spain. And we went over, and my sister, who's 42, I want to say my sister's 42, she's about that, was saying to my mum, oh, I really want to get a dog. My mum was saying, no, you're not allowed one. I said, I'm thinking of getting another. She was like, oh, yeah, go on then. My sister was going, are you serious? Why is she allowed one and I'm not? Just mischievous. I've already got one, so it's basically the same apparently. So loads of you coming and treating yourself to this. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Kudos to all puppies that are out there. Ugh. Okay, we're bringing to you 9 of the next opportunity, the next deal. Not many whatsoever. 9, that's it. Once it's gone, it is gone. It is out the door. Diamonds. Whoa.
Ooh.
A mammoth amount. A massive amount. Whoa. Have I seen this strand before? Only ever been seen once before. And this was on Christmas Day. I've not seen this. Never. I have never seen this. Obviously, I must have been making a cup of tea on Christmas Day when this was on the show. I cannot get over this.
Can I see them closer?
Karon, because it's you, yeah, you can.
Oh, oh, they are stunning.
Aren't they amazing?
Oh, they really are.
Aren't they proper?
I mean, I love
diamonds?
the chips, but oh my word. Oh, they are gorgeous. They really are. Because I haven't seen that shape in the flesh either. I mean, I've seen the chips a few times, but never those.
Oh, look at that. Oh, we should have had a sunglasses warning on that. Wow. Wow.
8 carats, wow.
That is astonishing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have a mammoth amount of these. I've got 9. That's it. Not 19, not 90, just 9. That's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. This is just sensational. I've never seen anything like it. Never. I've never seen such a mammoth amount. I've never seen such a mammoth amount of your black diamonds. That is astonishing. Absolutely huge pieces as well here, aren't they? £184.95. Whoa, wait, that's going down. Wait.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, wow.
That is not an attractive face. Instantly, I apologise. That is absolute shocker.
Dropping, really. Oh, my word. I mean, that's not me. I did see £50 coming off that, didn't I?
That is so silly. That is silly. When we brought you those strands of 5 or 6, they were sort of £200 mark, weren't they? They were over 200. It's like 206 brings my mind. Might be completely wrong, but about that is a shocker, isn't it?
That is.
I can't get over that. That really is astonishing. Okay, we don't have 9 left anymore, I'll tell you that, for a packet of fudge. I've only got 4 left now, if everybody were to check out, which is absolutely astonishing. Dion, I love you to bits, but you're bonkers. Lou. She says she loves you too. Bonkers, you're right. She is, that's how I describe her. Absolutely bonkers. Loop-de-loo, round the twist. Becky, you were right. My cat's paws, clean paws, smell of popcorn. Who knew? Thank you, Susan. Yes. Sorry, if you've just been watching today. Basically, the other week we were talking about something. I don't know how we got onto it, but I sort of mentioned that my favourite smell in the world is my dog's paws. Now, basically what you need to do, it's better when they've just woken up, Karon. I know you're intrigued in this, I can tell by your face. It's best when they've just woken up, but have a good old smell. Obviously, it can be cat, dog. Dogs are my favourite. Have a good old sniff of the paw. Now, not on top. You want to kind of be under the paw, if that makes sense. Have a good smell, and I mean, it smells like a butter popcorn. It smells amazing, Karon. Loads of people were messaging going, my dog's feet, I've just smelled them, they smell like cheese. And this is gross. Why am I smelling my dog's feet? But honestly, dogs' feet smell amazing, especially after a little nap.
I'm going to be tempted
Becky,
now
you're
to...
weird.
I'm going to be tempted now to grab someone's dog and...
Yeah.
Honestly,
Karon,
probably think
if you get the chance...
I'll probably be arrested or something.
Well, give it a go now. If you've got a puppy or a dog that's just been asleep, what about all these people who are messaging with 7 dogs? Try it out on. Oh, I'd love to know. Have a sniff of all 7. Have a sniff of all 7 dogs, and then let us know. Do they all smell like popcorn? Do some not? Honestly, I can't describe it to you. It's the best smell. The best. Sonia's saying that's because your dogs and cats sweat from their paws. It probably is that, but if it is, it's the nicest smelling sweat I've ever come across in my life. Honestly, I know people think I'm loopy, but trust me, I've got a lot of converts. Do you know what though? I can chat about sweaty dog feet and wear this, and this adds a little certain amount of glamour, doesn't it, to the situation? It really does. Becky, you must have so much fun living in your world. I've got to admit, Aisha, I do. I have a fabulous time. Honestly, I think this is strange that more people haven't done it. I really do. I really do. We sweat garlic, etc. Dogs, popcorn, love this channel. It smells like... Could you imagine if they actually sweat popcorn?
Dear.
Too far? No, I wouldn't eat it. Come on. That's just... You've taken... depends. Yeah, well, honestly, Donna is saying, Karon, don't I have 2 dogs? They stink. Becky's crazy. By the way, we all love Dion in my household. Oh, bless you, Donna. Dion's just giving a little whoop, whoop. We all love Dion here as well. You're nuts, Becky, but cute. Genuinely, this isn't just me, okay? I've got my friends. When my friends come over... When my friends come over, I have said, smell my dog's feet, which... Yeah, which I have to admit, when I say it to you lot... When I say it to you lot, it makes me feel a little bit peculiar, like maybe I am a bit different, but my friends are happy and they're like, yeah, of course they do, and they all agree. No, they all agree. No, it's not even a, yeah, Becky. They're like, oh, wow, oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, warm popcorn, honestly.
Is that something you make your friends do as they come in?
Well, yeah.
Can you please smell my dog's feet?
Take your shoes off. And have a whiff of my dog's paws. I do it with the postie. I know you've got stuff to do, postie, but hang on. Mulberry, give us your paws. Now then, Becky, I believe they smell of digestive biscuits. Yes, Marie, I can understand that too. It's like a warming, buttery, carbohydrate-y smell, isn't it? Leanne, I've just tried it. They all gave me a strange look, and my husband walked in and laughed at me. Oh, I'm sorry, Leanne. I'm sorry. But did it work? Did they smell? Have you tried all 7 dogs? Yeah. Depends. If my 4 have just stood in pee. No. Obviously, Leanne, leave it for a little bit. Popcorn paws. That's totally the name of it. Maureen, it's official. Becky, you are really barking mad. But you are right. Right, I'm barking mad, but they're right. Just sniff the dog's feet. Lol. Honestly, it's beautiful. It really is, Karon. I tell you what, I'll lend you my dog one day.
Okay.
Okay. Patricia's saying, oh, Becky, Dion isn't the only one that's bonkers. Happy New Year to all. Lots of love, Trish. Oh, thank you very much, Trish. That's lovely of you. Beverly says, morning, guys. I just turned on and have come into sweaty dog feet conversation. What have I missed? Love the show. Beverly, strange things happen here at JewelleryMaker, and we go from diamonds to popcorn paws. This is the way the day works. Now, I literally have 1 or 2 of these left. So what I would say is put down the paws and ring. Go 800 644 655 if you want to get your hands on one of them. Okay, folks, what did you say is coming up in about 3 minutes? So with you, Becky. My cat's paws and ears, I've got to say the ears are also there, yeah. Honestly, ears is a secondary one for me. And ears have a lovely smell. They are both indoor kittens. Yay, kitties! So paws are also super soft. Love to you all at JM. You're bonkers and fabulous. And that is from Andrea in County Now. I'm so glad that you agree with me. They are amazing. And you're right about the ears. Love a good ear sniff. When they've been sleeping on you. Oh, this sounds really... Oh, if my dog's been asleep on the carpet and I see her sort of waking up, I will go, Mulberry, so that she can come over quickly enough before the ear smell goes. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Because it only lasts for a short time after the snooze. Hi, Beck. No popcorn in our house, but my dog's paws smell of cheesy Wotsits. Love, Sharon. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I've got for you something from one very, very special topic to another. I'm bringing you something sweet and delicious in this Star By. I've got for you a very special Start By now. This is phenomenal. I'm sorry, I am nodding erratically because my friend, Director Ryan, has just said, did you get me a message on Facebook? And I do briefly remember reading it. There he is. And he says, Becky, you're absolutely right. As soon as you said, I sniffed my dog's paws, and you're absolutely right. They are. And Ryan, you too have understood it's a very warming scent, isn't it? Ryan's top tip, don't do it straight after they've been for a walk. No. I'd say 40 minutes after. Let them really aerate. I've got for you here your bi-coloured amethyst. Oh, I love this. I really do. This is such a unique and individual gemstone. It's almost a chevron design on some of these, actually, isn't it? Can you see that in some of them?
Yeah, that's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah.
This is a sensational amethyst, bi-coloured, that I have here. Now, it really is a unique star, I have to say, because no two are the same. You've got some that have just got kind of gentle striations and some that have really big, bold patches. There's a lot of clarity in them. There's a lot of clarity. Can you see, you know, in these pieces here, a lot of clarity in that one there. We catch the light right there, it is. So much clarity in there. And that one, actually, you've almost got sort of a half and half split, haven't you? With that chevron design on there. Really pretty indeed. It's a really unique star. It takes a lot of craftsmanship, actually, to be able to get this. It's cutting expertise, it really is, because what happens is, obviously, when you get a piece of rough, you're going to get these chevron-like designs of those gentler white elements, the white and clear quartz. You'll get them, they don't band completely around like you might expect in, say, an agate. They're kind of more sporadic, they're more speckled, they're more kind of, more kind of free-flowing, let's say. And what that means is before they cut into the piece themselves, the lapidus will have to look and say, okay, if I cut it there, you're only going to get a spot of the white. And actually what we're looking for mainly is this kind of fluidity, this flow, a banding, if you will, of light. So that means that the lapidus have to decide before even inserting a first cut on exactly what angle at which to cut these. And what that means is you get this good balance, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for balance in the gemstone. We talk a lot, I think anyway, about balancing in designs when guest designers make something and that they're balancing something in their eye. I think some of us will do it without even thinking. I bought a pair of shoes the other day that I just liked the way they were, but the balance of them didn't look right. The heel was too fat for the front, so I just got a big ribbon and stuck it on the front because it balanced it out better for me. People do it in paintings, people do it in necklaces, people do it in the likes of fashion as well. You know, when you see these crazy loopy kind of catwalk designs that are huge and frilly and puffy here, but they'll often balance it out with maybe an elaborate pattern down this side. It's all about balance. measurements. And that's what the cutting expertise is created with this. The labrist has to know exactly what direction they're going to go to, determine how they're going to get that balance and that look before they even make one single cut on this gem. And that work is no mean feat, I can tell you. In particular, as it's not like they can cut it and go, oh, hang on, I've cut that a bit wrong. I tell you what, I'll add a bit of a coating to this and sort of make it look that way, because this is natural. This is completely and absolutely natural. Now, how much kind of chevron bicoloured amethyst do you have in your collection? Is it as large and as dynamic, let's say, as this? Is it as sort of spectacular to look at as this, in those sizes, in that detail, in that design? If not, why don't you treat yourself to this one today, because it's been a very long time since I've seen this treasured star. £24.95 is brand spanking new. I'm doing you a launch price offer on this today. Can't guarantee you'll see this again. £19.95 for you. Should have been £25. But actually, we have dropped this down. Now, this is for a launch price. Don't forget that price point will go back up to its original at 8 o'clock. Well done, everyone who's coming in for this. Isn't it nice to have something a bit different? Something a bit different, something a bit unique.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, I love the patterning in that.
What would you do with these to really show that patterning off, please, Karon?
I think alongside some plain rounds, I think, in between them, or maybe even those spacer beads that you had earlier on, just to set them off, you know.
These ones.
So that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So it does make some pop, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Sharon Louise is saying, Becky, the amethyst is gorgeous. I completely agree. It's not an everyday strand. This isn't even the type of strand that you'd see weekly at JewelleryMaker.
I think the colour's unusual as well, because I'm seeing sort of like more tanzanite shades within those stripes as well, which is unusual, because it's usually more of a sort of a mauvey colour, isn't it, amethyst? But I'm definitely seeing some of the sort of more tanzanite colours coming through.
I think that is just a really gorgeous idea, and actually it'll go greatly with the likes of the blue opal as well. Hi Aisha, she's saying, so basically, Becky, you're telling us that you're addicted to your dog's feet. You've worked out when and the exact time frame you have to smell them. Yeah, I have. And I don't actually see what's strange about that. I think that's a normal thing, isn't it? I'm thinking of bottling it. I'm thinking of, what would I call it? I like popcorn paws. I think that's good.
Yes.
Dog foot. I'm not calling it that. People are going to think I'm unusual if I call it dog foot. Hello, Kellyanne. Oh my! I just searched it, and it's an actual thing. Even papers have been reporting it. Wow! You learn something new every day.
Good Lord.
Oh! I see. I say it, and nobody believes me. Kellyanne messages in, oh, it's real, everyone. I see. No, honestly, it's a genuine, real deal thing. And I can't say that it's...
They've actually done a newspaper article about it. Can't believe that.
I can't say it's true of every dog, but I've never heard of it before. No, I just found it. I just found out. I just thought one day, what is that smell? It smells so good. Oh, it's my dog's paw. Because my dog, on the sofa sometimes, if we're watching telly, I sort of snuggle up and she lies next to me like this. I go, Mulberry, do you want to get in the nest? And she jumps up, she gets in the nest next to me. So she lies with the paws here. I remember thinking one day, what is that smell? Oh, popcorn paws. Hey, Paula. After burping in my mum's face, we managed to have a good sniff of our Collie Cross Old English Sheepdog paws. And yes, popcorn is the aroma. Love, Paula. Thank you. It is. It's like, it's popcorn, it's biscuity, it's warming, buttery fragrance. Thank you very much, Paula. Thank you very much. Oh, gosh, you see, these things, we learn all the time. No, you're right there, Karon.
Yeah,
you're
but
like
Jules, after putting in my mum's face. I thought,
it's a nice imagery we've painted here, isn't it? Well done to everyone who got that bi-coloured amethyst. It's gorgeous, and just to reiterate, it is a natural one as well. Okay, bringing you both sets of busts here now. And Karon, I can imagine you work with things like this quite often, don't you?
Yeah.
Why?
Great for doing photographs for the website. And if you're selling, really, you need these. You've got to have something to display them. I've got a fly that keeps attacking me. Sorry.
Quick, swell its paws!
I don't think flies got paws, have they?
What, otherwise you would be?
I'll never catch it now, it's miles away.
So good for photographs, good for displaying.
Most definitely for displaying, especially when they're, because I do displays, well, I've done this displaying for years, window displays and things in the shops I've worked in. So when you, and it's a psychological thing, so when you're thinking up your displays for your table or whatever, or your stall, thinking in sort of pyramid shapes, in triangle shapes, because that's how people view things. They never look straight across, they always start down, then they look up, then they go down again. And people don't know that they do it, but it's a psychological thing. That's why you'll always see a pyramid shape in displays in shops. And that does exactly that. It starts low and it goes high and then it goes low again.
And it's perfect then.
It's perfect for display, yeah.
And I've got to say, they're so versatile, they really are. These are absolutely brilliant for craft fairs. Take up hardly any room. Yeah, absolutely agree with you on that. Agree with you. Let me just show you around this. I'll just show you one if I may, but it's the same principle for all of them. You get this section at the back. If I just put that one up slightly. You get this section at the back where you have the leg, as it were, to hold it up. And this leg is held on by a hinge. Now, I know this sounds like a really small thing to mention, but actually it is a good point to make because ours are metal hinges. I've seen something similar to this, not necessarily display bust, but similar to this, where it'll just be a bent piece of cardboard that's stuck on. Now, obviously, over time, with wear, and if you take it out, even in damp weather, if you get running from your car to your craft fair, it will get damp and it will come off. With this, it is actually sort of screwed into place for added security. You also have this section here, which is the ribbon. So it means you can have it sat up really, really nice and tall, or you can relax it kind of all the way back, and it does have a stopper on the end as well. Now, what that does is it gives your piece a different look. So if I show you it like this, so you can see how the light's kind of cascading down on this, you're getting all of that shadowing there. But actually, with certain gems, in particular the clarity aspect ones, if you lean it back, and you see how the light is instantly hitting a different area. So what you're getting more of that shine and sparkle. Things like this when you're taking photos, when you're displaying your jewellery, even when you've just got your jewellery in your own living room or your dressing table, are the types of things you want to think about. And as that customer said, honestly, they obviously are very, very bold in their look. But actually, if I show you this, it's basically flat packed. This is so small. Actually, the amount of space that 3 of these busts take up is probably, well, it's less than, by the looks of things, the likes of 1 of our larger busts that would take up. So it's perfect, it really is. You're getting 6 of these in total. They are your leatherette necklace bust in the black and in the white. 1 price point today, everybody. Buy 1, get 1 for £5 for you today on this one. And when we say 1, we really mean 3, because you're getting a whole pack of them here today. They are just at that price. What do you think, really?
Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I think they're a really great buy.
They're a great purchase.
Fantastic.
And because you're getting the 3 different sizes, you've got so much kind of different looks and different pieces you can see, if that makes sense. So you've got things for delicate, dainty pieces and one for big, statement, bold pieces as well. Good, Kimberly. I just sniffed my Pom's paw, and she smells buttery as well. Yeah, described as that, like a warm butter. But she gave me this funny side look as if saying, "What are you doing?" Kimberly, you'll be glad to know they get used to it, actually. Mulberry knows exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. No, yeah, if you keep doing it all the time. At first, Mulberry was giving us the old. But now she's not. Now she's just like, oh, she just ignores me. Now she's like, gosh, get off my paws, woman. Hello, Karon, says Becky. It's a good job you don't have a pet horse. Or a micro pig. Have a great new year. Thank you, Karon, for sharing your beautiful
You're
makes.
welcome.
That's really sweet. Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, obviously, I can only speak for cats and dogs, not Shetlands, etc. Thank you for that, lovely. Hi, Bex. I've got loads of these when launched. Won't use anything else now. They stack beautifully for my craft fairs. Great value. Thank you very much for letting us know that, Beverly. I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
They do stack up well. They don't take up hardly any space. I mean, look at that amount of space to take up. It's hardly anything. It's hardly anything. Apart from price and quality, the fact those fold is what totally makes them amazing.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. You know, especially when you're in transit and you go into fairs and whatever, you don't want bulky items having to take a bulky. Those are perfect.
No, you're right. And I'll give you sort of average sizes as well for anyone who's not already got these. Approximately, I'll do it in centimetres if that's all right. Approximately from a base to top, 22 centimetres from the base to the top. On the small, this is obviously for the black and for the white. On the medium size, I've got around a 30 centimetres in length from top to bottom. And from top to bottom on the large, it's around 37 centimetres. So a real nice graduation there, actually.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
For those bit different designs, because obviously, you know, your let's say your silver design that you showed us earlier, you wouldn't want to be showing something like that on here.
No, you'd need the bigger one, yeah.
You'd need the big one, but with the gold one, if you put it on here, it might get lost a little
That's
bit.
it. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So it's perfect for different makes, it really is. And like we say, a really very, very special price point there indeed. So do treat yourself to these whilst you have the opportunity to do so in all of the white and also all of the black as well. Loads of you coming in for these. Lovely to see absolutely all of you. And I mean, look, it's a tiny amount of space there. Lots of you coming in. Well done to everybody. Okie pokes. How do you feel about, and I mean, do them like that as well? Oh, it's just, it's like taking a one works folder. So fab. Okay, everyone. That's just $17.95. Lots of you with it in your basket, about 13 baskets. So do check those out when you have the opportunity. How do you feel about something a little bit special? Dion's picked us out a very special showstopper. Whoa. Impact, impact, impact.
That's lovely.
The strength of colour.
Yeah, yeah.
You ready for this? Natural, Bolivian, Anahi, Amrine. Oh, that is packing a punch, isn't it?
That's lovely, isn't it?
Yes.
I love the shape of those. I don't know what you would call them. Are they large nuggets? Are they?
Yeah, faceted nuggets.
They are. Love the shape of those. They're beautiful.
They are fantastic, aren't they? Now, this is a gemstone which is incredibly difficult to source. It is one of the most difficult gemstones in the world to get your hands on, actually. So, it's from one mine. So, when you think of one locational gemstones, you're probably thinking of tanzanite. Probably the first one that pops to mind for a lot of you, I'm sure. Now, tanzanite is one mining area. It is a one locational gemstone. But in that area, there's loads of mines. Loads of mines. You know, we get most of our tanzanite from Mine D, but obviously there's a 2D before that. And there are obviously big companies who own those mines as well. So it is a one locational gemstone, but there's loads of tanzanite mines, actually. This is just one. This is a one location gemstone. This is a one mine gemstone, and this is from the mine of Anahi. It's the Anahi mine. Now, interesting thing about the Anahi mine is it is so much in a remote location, in a remote area, that actually to get to it, the miners have to fly. Now that is how far away local towns, etc. are from this location. They get very small, obviously, you know, very small sort of 2-5 people planes, but they have to fly over because it is so remote. And the area itself is very much a place of beauty. It honestly, it just looks like a field. And the interesting thing about it is that obviously there's no runway or anything, there's no huge runway, so we get these small locations, those small planes landing in this one off location, and the entrance, I always think, is tiny. It's a tiny entrance. Again, there's loads and loads of different mines, 4 tons a night in that one location, and they have, you know, huge diggers, huge trucks, huge kind of carts and pulleys and lorries driving down into the mine to get them out and pull them back out. This is nothing like that, ladies and gentlemen. This mine has one entrance, and for an average male to get into it, they have to bend down to get in. The door is, I'm talking, you know, around sort of this height. And it's just a small, tiny, rickety wooden door entrance. That's it. And there is one entrance to it. Every single miner goes in that door and out that door. And every single piece of Amrine goes out that door as well. It's a tiny area. I mean, it's almost unfathomable. It is a really remote area, so very difficult to source. It's a gemstone which, you know, it's not abundant in this one location, this one area. And also the mine itself is small, as you can imagine, with this one entrance. So it's not like we have hundreds of mines in there at a time. It's literally just a handful. It's a real rare gemstone, and be able to see it naturally is special. The smaller ones would look gorgeous as rings. I agree with that. I agree with that. I'd wear the whole strand as a necklace just for me. Do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Do it. Because with the strength, with the beauty, with the interest within it, absolutely, why not? Do you know, I would wear this for myself as well. A few reasons. One, I love to tell people, actually, this isn't just one locational gemstone, this is a one mine gemstone. And just give me a second, I'll just type into this search engine here, Anahi mine. Oh yeah, that's the entrance, by the way. That's the location in which we get them. You know, that's where my jewellery's come from, that one door. And you can just get a picture of it. I've shown you a few times on show, actually. I also love the fact that people are going to go, oh my goodness, what is that? And I bet you, if your friends don't kind of run in jewellery making, jewellery circles, I bet you majority of your friends wouldn't even know what it is. But then I love the idea that you could tell them, actually, it's natural, and it's 2 birthstones together. And also the thing that's fab about it is that people believe amethyst is the gemstone of creativity and citrine is the gemstone of happiness. So yeah, I like the story behind it. How interesting is this gem? And that's just scratching the surface. It's a stunning quality. One price point. £12? Are you serious? Oh. Your face says it all, Karon. That is an absolute shocker. £8.95. I thought we were just sticking at the 12, and I am happy. Yeah. I am happy, clappy to be paying £12 for this. £8.95 seems a corker of a deal. For the strength that's there, the clarity that's there, you can see through every single one of these stones, can't you?
And they're huge pieces as well.
And they're huge. Yeah. Yeah. The carat weight, mammoth. Absolutely mammoth. That is astonishing. Karon, what would you be doing to get that kind of £8.95 worth from it?
I think I would like to see just 3 as a focal point, either in a necklace or a bracelet. Yeah, I'd like to see 3, and just a space of bead. Those silver ones again would do fine, you know, in between. That's what I would do with them.
So just 3 kind of stacked, if I put them like that, in that kind of formation.
I like to see them spaced apart, those, because the shape is really interesting, and you want to see as much of it as you can. So a space of bead in between whichever 3 you choose to put as your focal would look great.
I think that's a gorgeous idea. Leanne says, thank you, Dion. My dogs have to have a bath now. Oh, bless you, Leanne. Give it about 2 hours after a bath before you have a paw sniff, I would. Because
you've just washed all the sweat off, so...
Yeah. Maybe that's so I could do it. Collecting dog bath water. Too far now, too far. No, bad idea. I just wanted to show you one of these alone, if I may. I'm actually going to pick out the smallest one, but I just want you to see the strength of all of this. I mean, the strength from every angle. Can you see, like, what is the predominant colour for you there? Purple for me. But now I'm predominantly gold. Are you?
Yeah, you're right.
It is like the perfect split, isn't it? It really is. Don't forget, in kind of the 90s and the early noughties, half and half split were the thing to look for. Now, not as much. You know, we love a 50-50 split, but you know, any kind of split's good. I'd use the whole strand as a bracelet, so I could admire it all day long. Yeah. Do you know what, Beverly? Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
Just sit back, admire, and enjoy. You're right. You're right. Oh, that's such a good idea. It really is. Loads of you coming in for this. I mean, many multi-buyers. Okay, really quickly, for the last 5 minutes, 30 seconds of the show, numero dos. 5. Oh. More maracas. Dos. 2. Ignore them. Box 10. I'm even in the wrong hour. Oh, hearts. We've been talking about our dogs accidentally quite a bit today. It is that time of year, isn't it, where we think about all the people and animals and pets that we love and adore. Well, I tell you what, these will make you think of that.
Yeah, those are lovely.
What do you like about them, Karon?
I think it's a popular shape no matter what, but you've got some Valentine's Day on its way soon.
Yeah, very soon, round the corner.
Wouldn't it look lovely if they were sort of linked together with jump rings, maybe in like a V shape, like a bib necklace?
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah. I'd love to see how that would work.
I think that would be really pretty. I like that with this, you can kind of use the heart however you like, can't you?
Well,
there's enough space on there that you could stamp onto it, do you think?
Yeah, definitely, because that's quite wide, isn't it?
I'm just thinking as well, let me get some of these chains. I had these bracelet chains on for you earlier on. Just show you. You could, say you were hanging this on a silver chain, say. You could hang it at an angle.
Yeah.
It's a necklace if you wanted to. Or actually, you could get, obviously, a one piece of chain, kind of do it either side and wear it as a necklace like that, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's a lovely idea, yeah.
Something a little bit different. You could obviously do it with your jump rings too if you wanted to. Now, if you did want those bracelets, they may well have sold out. I've got loads of these for you today. Should be £10.95, but they're not. For your black plated brass hearts, you've got one price. Ooh. £7.95 for you on those ones today. That is a really wonderful price point. It truly is. And it'd be great. Surely you could do resin, couldn't you?
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, I've never used resin myself, but I can't see why not.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Yeah. I think so. I do think so. I think that is just a wonderful, wonderful deal. I really do. £7.95 for all of them. You've got a necklace, a bracelet, you've got, you know, front of your cards, if you're a paper crafter like myself, front of your cards, you could put a little picture of, get a nice little picture of someone that you love, or maybe a picture of the two of you, pop it behind, glue it onto a piece of card. You've got a really nice little sort of mini frame on the front of your card there, haven't you? That's a nice idea. There's lots and lots and lots you could do with this.
I'm wondering if you could I think there's enough room there, you could probably punch holes and then rivet two together and then trap something in between them.
Great price. Yeah. Great a price and a great idea. I love that. Yeah, so you have them sort of doored. Really like that idea. Not many left, gotta move on. £7.95 for you. Good work to everyone. Okay, got now, quick recap. because we just all fell in love with this. We fell in love. Yeah. You
Most
did as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I think they are absolutely stunning.
Why did you fall in love with this, please, Karon?
Just it's the colour. First and foremost is the colour, but the lustre, the patterning within the stone, anything like, and the little pinky flashes coming through. Amazing. I love it.
It is honestly beautiful. Get this home, even if you just get it home to be nosy, get this home, hold it up to the light and get ready for these flashes of almost unimagined colours on the inside, because genuinely it's one that's just going to sort of really shock you. I've also got the chrome diopside at the bottom of your screen, which again Karon said went beautifully, and I absolutely agree. Really, really,
if there's any
really
of these
nice.
left when I get home, I'm buying them.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, fingers crossed there will be, because I think the price on both of them genuinely is shocker, bearing in mind this has had, in a bad way, a record-breaking year. Should have been $34.95, this one. Karon, it has been lovely working with you today.
I've had great fun, thank you.
When are you with us next?
I think it's the 16th of January, I think, which is a Saturday, I believe. Yeah.
Okie pokey. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for you. Have a wonderful new year.
And you too.
Have a fantastic one, and we'll see you very, very soon. Beverly saying, wow, that blue opal is gorgeous. Hey, Beverly, genuinely, get it home, hold it up to the light, you're going to fall in love. Okay, free of you, I'm about to lose you. Thank you very much for joining us on this New Year's Eve. You better be with me tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for our end of year award show. Lots of treats, lots of deals. I'll let you very know.
Join presenter Becky and guest designer Marley